Okay. So I think we were something about Benny. Like I don't know how we got to Benny the goblin, but we now know that Benny is a goblin and he runs the gang that's around Bloom Ridge. We learn about the 5 gangs in Baldur's Gate, which I guess I will skip through. Got more info on the Low Lantern. We know that it's a merchant ship, but disguised. They do legal loans. Yeah, like the ship is lit with magical lights at night. Lord warns us that people over there are not very nice people. Mustard, Celestial, and Elrion visited the largest bathhouse that we've ever been to. Super huge, kind of sus. Yeah. Maeve and Anna visited the Tower of Skull, which seems to be a place of worship for Kalembor. That was pretty cool. We visited the Smiling Boar, which is like this restaurant where Mustard knows Benny runs his business. We managed to get back, like, name drop and got down to visit the guy himself. There's a lot of gems. Not a lot of magical items, because of reasons. We were kind of told that the guild has no interest in politics of any sort. We also learned that Benny can do magical tattoos. Yeah, and then more or less, then we arrived at the event. That speech the guy was giving, and then he got shot by a fucking arrow and exploded. That was fun.
Right.
Dude, I called it and I called it and we didn't manage to stop it. It's just so
It's okay, man.
garbage.
The end of last session.
Master, what am I looking at?
What are you looking
A
at?
blur.
I'm not looking at anything. This is the best part.
He's speed.
right.
Hello, Mary's eating fish.
Whoa, Marion, you get a haircut?
No, she has a hair in a bun, lah. Fuck.
Oh,
With a slight shave.
That'd be a
Yeah,
really
I saw that
extreme
side
haircut. Side shave and all at
Dude,
the
what
top.
the fuck, man?
I mean, to be fair, it does kind of look like that.
Does not look like that.
Good, guys.
wait, so is that like a ponytail and then you just flop it on
Hey.
top?
She's flopping it over.
Sandy, nice hair or not? Does it work?
Yeah, it's a mohawk.
Like a, yeah.
Okay, at the end of last session, the blood red arrow flies over the crowd, and you hear this whizzing sound as it strikes Duke Potter in the chest. The arrow, glowing with this crimson red light, streaks from behind the crowd and hits him as he staggers backwards. You hear gasps from the crowd before mass panic sits in, and you see the guards around him kind of like help him to his feet and try to bring him to safety. But as they do, you see his ribcage kind of crack and his head kind of like swells with like blistering pustules.
Oh.
And then you see his
Oh, no, minimize on the I'm eating. So can you?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
maximize more.
Please tell me what shade of red. Is it like a vermilion or small? Would you say it's scarlet?
Alright,
Yeah, I have
well,
pictures if you need.
no, no.
That'll be.
So his chest cavity kind of like explodes, and you see blood spew everywhere, and there's this shower of blood and gore as several imp-like creatures climb out of his chest
Man.
and
What the f-
jump on his guards and tear into their faces. What would you like to do?
I would like to leave.
protect the lady. What's her face?
Make me a perception check. Alright. Oh, Maeve.
Didn't I try as much to get close to her as possible?
I was
That
Yes.
close
the plan.
to. I was close to the stage.
Yes.
Nah,
You manage to spot her in like the mass of people, and you see that she is currently being escorted away by 3 quite well-built men.
That's cool.
They've got it. Let's leave.
Does it look like she's under distress at all? Is she like following?
She looks she looks exceptionally afraid, like fearful.
Oh,
No,
she-
but she's willingly going with the men.
Yes.
They're not like dragging her away.
No,
She's like,
They're not dragging her.
okay. Could I take a look at the direction of where the arrow came
Yes.
from?
You made perception checks the previous round. So Anna and Celestial saw the direction of the arrow. It came from behind you, but you're able to determine like the direction of where the arrow came from.
I will.
A precise street.
Sorry.
A
Precise.
precise. Yeah.
I'm gonna cast message like point in the area I think Anna is at and say, do we want to give chase?
Yeah, fine. Let's go. Let's get involved in this thing that's not our problem. Our minor illusion, a gigantic red arrow above the street. Well, 5 feet arrows. As big as they'll go.
As you minor illusion the 5 feet arrow, everybody screams even louder as they see it. And
Good.
you see the the panic gets worse, and you see people are starting to like push and trample over
Was
each
that
other.
was that inappropriate? Not a bow and arrow, like a directional arrow.
Yeah, I know, but when they
Okay.
see it appear, something unnatural like that, they start freaking out.
Okay, I'll use a different symbol the next time.
Like a skull with crossbones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you should minor illusion that something's face.
What?
Baba.
The Vandapur.
Van Temple.
Wow.
Different
Minor
temple.
illusion of face there.
No, no. Okay, it's just a marker for the party and for the authorities. Like,
Yeah. But that's
okay. Yeah. So I'm
As
assuming
you-
you all see that too, and we'll gather there.
Sure. You give chase and you see there are city watch guards sprawled everywhere. They are combing the streets, pushing people aside and trying to make sense of what just happened. As the two of you give chase. The street that you are chasing down is very narrow and very dark. There's not much light, even though it's daytime.
Is it an unnatural darkness or it's just like
No, it's just like that.
shady?
It's just shady.
hmm.
So it is basically 2-story buildings side by side. This very narrow alley that is it will be like 2 humans wide. The spacing.
Oh dear.
where you saw the arrow come from.
Who's there with me now?
We'll say
We've all
Celestial.
met. Are we okay? I mean, like, I'm making my move towards the arrow lah. I mean, you know,
Okay.
once Anna puts the sign up, I'm gonna.
I'll
So
say
assuming we are all moving towards that general direction.
You guys gonna let Stillman go with the 3 men? Should be fine, right?
Wait, who? The lady?
Yeah, Balatin Stillman, our patron. You think she'll be alright?
I would throw a message, but I don't want to waste my spells. Oh, I don't have a. Oh, I do. It's prepared. Yeah. Yeah, let's just let her be.
the hubby?
Yeah, let her
Alright.
be.
What about Aaron and Master?
Okay, Master, what are we doing?
I don't hear anything because the magic is just WhatsApping. You guys just WhatsApping each other.
Oh,
No, but
that's
it's a
true.
gigantic arrow and you're with the group,
We
right?
are
You look up and you
together.
see
Dude,
you look up
we
and
are-
yeah, but you look up and you see a gigantic arrow appear above the crowd.
well,
Uh-huh.
I
Well, obviously,
motion
I'm
to
heading
Master
towards
and
the arrow.
Aaron to move towards the
Yeah, obviously I'm heading
Let's
towards
go,
the
let's
arrow.
go.
Yeah, we would try to make our way to the arrow through the crowd.
Okay.
With the crowd
make me-
dispersing, it probably will be easier, right?
Make me strength checks, please.
Let's fucking
Three of you. As
Why?
you push against a lot of people. Everyone's fine.
You get advantage if you use swords.
No. Not
What the hell?
Just a strength check, not a saving throw, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
strength check.
Just a straight check.
Can I use the overstat of my
Great.
strength roll to push other people out of mustard and maze way?
I will say yes.
Aww.
So Aaron kind of clears a path for you as you make your way
Let's
over
go.
to Celestial. And it takes a while, but you eventually do get there. So after a few minutes, the five of you reconvene in front of this very narrow alleyway, a very dimly lit alleyway near the wide of the upper city.
So, are the imps just tearing into the crowd, or are the guards
They've all
actually
been
doing
killed
something?
already.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so they were tearing into the guards?
Yes,
They were killed by who?
the guards. There are a lot of guards there.
While they were all killed.
Oh.
Yeah.
At least they are useless.
It was only like three imps.
Oh, I thought there were a lot more.
No, it's like 3 imps. Alright. What would the 5 of you like to do?
Are there any traces at all of
I'm
like
assuming you all saw something, which is why are we following someone that you saw?
yeah, I mean I like before they arrived I would be looking for like traces of like
Sure.
footsteps or whatever.
Give me an investigation check.
I'll help him, so it's that
Okay.
advantage.
With advantage.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Alright. You do see you notice that there's a ladder, like a rung, like a ladder, leaning up to the second floor of a building, and there appears to be like a rung of the ladder which has snapped off. And it does not seem old. Like the snap is like quite new. There's remnants lying on the ground.
Hmm. Yeah,
You have the rug on you.
I do. Oh my god. Best purchase ever.
Oh my god.
Alright. Shall we wait for the party, I guess?
You can attach it first.
Sure.
I mean, you can still climb the ladder without the rod.
Oh,
It's just one rung.
Hmm.
Like, you know, like one part of it is broke. You can just like skip that part.
You could
Like,
probably just mend it as well.
oh yeah.
Um,
Good call.
You commend it as well.
I will look for I will look to see if it's been sabotaged or trapped, and if it's not, I'll see.
From what you can tell, it does not appear to be sabotaged or trapped, but you could tell that someone was. It appears that someone was climbing the ladder, or something like that, and it snapped from the weight.
Well,
The
I'm
rung
not gonna
snapped.
I'm not gonna tamper with evidence. So if it's broken, it's broken.
Mm. All right, the 3 of them eventually come, and you see the 2, Celestial and Anna, staring at the ladder.
I'll go up first then.
Hmm.
I'll start to climb.
All right.
I'll fill them in.
Fine.
I'll say like whatever killed the old man, whoever fired that arrow, if you guys saw it, he ran towards this direction. So be alert.
Alright. As they're climbing, I'm gonna watch our back to see if like anybody's creeping out or following us.
All right. Everyone staying on the first floor.
Yes, until I'm the last up.
Okay. Anna first, right?
Yeah.
It is a window. The ladder leads up to a second floor window which is unlocked.
Alright, draw my weapons, go in.
Okay.
Wait, we're not climbing up to a roof, we're climbing into a house.
Yeah.
An
Okay.
attic.
Second floor window. Right?
I guess I'll follow after Anna.
Mm.
Following in.
Yeah, no problem. Now, once I'm in, I will like around too.
Let's go.
Alright. There is absolutely nothing in this room.
Hmm.
It's
You
a
look around
completely
inside.
empty room.
For any
And-
signs?
But
The
if we
best-
if you look
the
at
best-
the windows,
Yeah.
would it have been like a plausible view of where the area was shot from?
I was about to say it. So, while it seems like a rather inconspicuous room, you notice that all the windows, besides the one that you just came through, have been boarded up, except for one which points directly at the wide.
Hmm.
which from where you're standing and you're looking out the window, it appears to be the perfect vantage point as it overlooks the statue.
Oh boy.
I have a feeling we should not be here for long.
Good call.
The room is spotless. There is no trace of dust at all.
Seems like someone decided to clean up before they left.
Like prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Do we use the wand of secrets or do we just leave?
That's what I was about to suggest. The WOS.
Let's do a quick search.
But this house is made out of wood or
It's not. It's like concrete.
concrete.
It's
Okay.
like a normal house.
It's a normal house.
Let's do a quick search first.
Yeah, that's like tap
A
tap.
quick search,
Manual
cursory
investigation.
glance around the house reveals that the first floor is abandoned, or it appears to be like an abandoned structure. There's cloth, white cloth is draped over tables, a couch, a leather chair, kitchenware, all have like cloth draped over it. So it appears to have been unused, and you can see if you run your finger over the cloth, there is dust. There's a build up of dust which appears to been there for like months at least. But that's the first floor. On the second floor is just that one room, and
And you said it's
spick and
completely
span.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Someone has cleaned the tracks.
Yeah.
Or is there like a trapdoor or something?
Yeah, how
I
did...
would like to search for a trapdoor.
There's no trapdoor.
Seems like they made their escape from maybe the ladder.
The ladder or the roof?
Magical.
Oh yeah,
Or they
magical.
bamfed out, maybe.
Yeah.
This could be another shape-shifting druid.
Okay,
Start
well,
stabbing at random corners.
I guess yeah, we shouldn't stay here for long. Let's bounce.
Yeah, we won't find anything more here. We could keep looking around the street.
All right.
This is obviously unnatural. These are imps. We're talking about like fiends, not of our world. Unlikely we'll find anything here.
Alright, let's leave. Careful not to leave any traces as well.
All right. You leave. You return to the street, and the city watch. You can hear there are people like screaming, or city watch guards screaming, and you can hear there's a bell that's going off.
Do I
You've
know
heard-
what that bell means?
You have heard this bell before,
Oh,
and the similar chime was rung in Waterdeep
Oh my god.
to signify like an emergency situation where everybody is to remain at home.
This is considered an emergency.
I mean, an assassination of a high-ranking person.
I think
We don't know he's
we're-
dead. Oh, he's dead.
since
Oh, no.
he like
Yeah, he's
he
dead.
alien
He's most
versus
definitely
predator.
he's most definitely dead. His head
Okay.
exploded and his head and chest both exploded.
Just
blood and gore.
there's a chance. There's a chance.
I suggest since we're in the upper city, let's make our way back to the lady Stillman's house.
If you make your way back, you can see that there are city watch guards basically forcing or escorting people into their homes, telling them to stay at home for the remainder of the day, and there's to be no one outdoors.
Okay.
I feel like we should we stay in the upper city?
Mm, I don't know. I think
I mean, she might be next.
I think we should hunker down with her.
Yeah.
oh, that's a
It'll be
scary thought.
easier to leave from when we are done with whatever she needs us to do, or if we can be sure it'll be easier to leave the upper city than to go down now and then
And
when
then
we
try
need
to go
yeah.
back in. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll make our way. And as I'm making our way, I'm going to. No wait, let me see. Can I do it? Yeah. I will send her a message saying that, hi, I hope you're safe. We did a bit of investigation, but we're making our way to your house now, just to give her a heads up that you're coming. Yeah.
Okay, she replies, I have a lead.
Wow, she's fast.
She
What?
has a lead.
Yeah.
I said,
We'll speak to
okay,
you
fine.
soon.
Yeah. Okay, great.
It's been like 5 minutes, man.
I think the
It's been
lead
like-
is
been
what
like
I think we all think it's
15,
that
20
one
minutes.
person.
Are we getting played? Are we getting played here, guys?
Well, the only one way to find out is to have a conversation with her face to face. You know what I mean? Let's go. Quickly,
Okay. You enter the
hurriedly
house.
make her way.
You hurriedly make your way back to the mansion of Lady Berlin's domain, and as you enter the house, you can see that she is busy speaking to someone you have never seen before in the living room.
It's Jalaxo.
It's Jalaxo. It's not Jalaxo. It is a lady who is wearing what appears to be like violet robes. Hood is obscuring her face.
Is it any insignia or anything that I would know? Like, is she part of like city watch type of person or like a security?
Hold on. Let me check whether you will know. Well, you have not. I wouldn't say you haven't seen anything like that in person before. Because primarily the Flaming Fist does not like work with the City Watch.
Mm.
But you have heard of these violet robed figures. They are the archmages from the School of the Arcane in Baldur's Gate.
In Baldur's Gate.
Mm.
Oh, right. I'm in. Sorry. I
Yeah.
was like, wait, we are in water now. Kidding.
Yeah. So they are very high ranking magic users in Baldur's Gate. And while fewer in number than Waterdeep, they are equally as proficient.
So they're the kind of people that can like read your mind, the magic, whatever they're called, magic.
Yeah,
skills or
basically
something.
like the black robe
the
figures.
black, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's just wait
Yeah.
to be alone to talk with her. I don't want to say anything in front of the person.
As the five of you step in, the violet robed lady kind of stands up, bows politely, and then excuses herself. And then like walks out the room. You walk in and you can clearly tell that Lady Berlin is very visibly shaken.
Well, that was unexpected.
Really?
Well,
Well, not to that degree.
You can see that her hands are like shaking, and she's kind of like she doesn't quite know what to say.
Hmm.
That was the last thing that I expected to see today.
Mhm.
I don't quite know. I don't quite know what's going on, but I'll have to guess it was a premeditated attack, if you will.
It seems like it.
And I'm afraid I might be next.
What are your plans?
If the patterns are correct, it was Duke Udir Ravenguard first, and then Duke Portier. That leaves just me and Lady Van Temper.
Okay, I think we need to back up one step. Do you know of any reason or anyone that has motive to kill all of you? These 4 dukes?
Lady Van Temper were to kill all the other archdukes in the city, she would have absolute control.
Do these assassinations have anything to do with the disappearance of Arturo?
I don't know.
If her assumptions are right,
Probably.
yeah.
Very likely, yes.
Have they begun after that? After the disappearance of Arturo?
I mean, with the
Well, the
disappearance
first
of
guy, yeah.
the disappearance of Arturo came with one of the Duke Ravengard like getting yeeted off. the face
Was
of
he
the-
like so
Okay.
difficult to take on that they had to resort to nuking the entire city to get to him?
Duke Ravengard was the most respected archduke out of the four. He was the face of the council. He represented everything that the city stood for.
Yeah, but would he have like gone down easily in a fight?
But I
Yes.
guess if he were to have been like
There would have been
assassinated
yeah.
like how the guy was, then it would be a much.
like
I
a-
think the reaction would be
Mm,
much stronger from the
precisely.
people because he's like the person,
yeah.
and everyone is like, what's going on? Like this, it'll be hard to control that kind of
Yeah.
talk, I guess.
The disappearance of Arturo makes it seem like a tragedy or disaster.
Mm.
Seems a bit extreme, right? What kind of power would you need to
Well,
banish a
maybe
city?
maybe it was a two bird one stone situation. Maybe the disappearance of Arturo is linked to something else, and having Duke Ravengard there be part of the casualty is convenient.
Mm.
I don't. Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense.
But I think whatever ulterior motive whoever it has, is there any way for you to get out of Baldur's Gate right now, Berlin? Do you have magical means of doing so?
That I was speaking to my friend to arrange for a way to get out of the city, but as I am to understand, Lady Van Temper has locked down all the teleportation circles.
Mm.
Where would you even go? Do you have like what is your plan?
Waterdeep's good. She knows
What?
Fajra.
I was planning to flee to Neverwinter for some time, but that plan is not happening. The gates have all been cut off. I have.
You
received
mentioned
word-
you had a lead.
Yes, my friend mentioned that there is a rumor going around within the ranks of the City Watch that one of the men involved has been caught.
Involved in the what?
The assassination.
Is it
However,
like
there's
a-
a cover up going on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, right? Like, is this just gonna be like a fall guy, a freaking Patsy, maybe some
If
another
there is a
unfortunate Kenku?
if there's a cover up going on, I believe that there might be some truth to this. Otherwise, why bother covering it up?
That's astute.
It's pretty good then.
Truth to that someone wants to
That he
consolidate
has
power.
that he has information. This whoever this is. I believe they intend to silence him.
Hmm.
Him or her. Very soon.
Do you know where they're keeping this person?
If I had to guess, it would be somewhere in the upper city. They can't move people very easily.
So it
Well,
would,
what's the largest garrison that the City Watch has?
That would be the upper city prison underneath the barracks. I can get you in.
we should do so, like immediately.
Cleaners?
Very much illegal, but I can get you in.
Can she get us out?
I can get you in and out.
Okay.
And I assume this would be a stealthy kind of endeavor. No one can know.
If anyone was to find out, I'm sorry, I can't afford associating myself with this.
I understand.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh then.
Let's put on disguises before going in.
I put on my wizard robe and hat.
Have you heard of Underseller?
Mm.
I have.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Lord.
talked about this the other week.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh yes, it's one of the 5 gangs.
Yes, that's right. Underseller is a gang.
Illegal fight clubs. Yep.
Yeah,
Wow, notes.
that primarily runs underneath the upper city, and they happen to have sewer access from
Favorite terrain.
from one of their festival halls to the prison, although they never use it and they have it barricaded up. I can call in a favor.
Sounds like a plan.
Sorry.
You are looking for a Uzgar Halon.
Oscar.
Osgar Halon. People call him the Fetcher.
Okay.
So this is our Patsy.
He runs the Underseller from under the Blushing Mermaid.
Oh, I thought this was the guy that was convicted.
No, this is your contact.
Blushing Mermaid. I assume that's
You saw this inn. It was closed. It was the inn that was closed.
Aha. It's a friend. That explains.
okay.
Is that person supposed to get us in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He will get you in. Just give him this, and then after she hands you a sack.
Do I want to know what's inside?
It's just gold.
Oh. Alright.
If you do open the sack, it's filled with platinum pieces.
Oh dear.
Let's take it and bounce.
That's a lot of money.
How much
You can-
gold is there?
It's the amount in the sack. The amount of platinum in the sack is roughly 5k gold.
Fuck me.
It's not a lot.
Yeah.
It's not worth selling the city out.
Yeah.
Well, city isn't really worth much to us.
Yeah, my loyalty can be bought, but it's not worth 5k.
So,
5k is like
worth a frost brand.
It's true. Yeah, nah, not even that.
You
Maybe a magical tattoo.
Okay. I guess we should execute this plan here, like tonight. Now, maybe?
What time is it now?
middle of the day.
To go there first.
I would recommend traveling light and being as quiet as possible. And if you get caught by the guards on the way, it would be very unfortunate.
Indeed.
You are on full lockdown now.
Can we sneak out?
Okay, so the inn is quite nearby because Cam was scouting the white last time nearby. So it's pretty nearby, but it's still like two blocks down. So you do need to travel some distance without being spotted.
We gonna wait for nightfall?
And it's closed.
But it's always closed, right? It's kind of like it's a front.
So if it's close, wouldn't it be weird if you were to just walk out to it and be like, hello?
But I think they'll know what
You
we're there
just
for.
need to mention, knock on the door and say you're looking for the fetcher.
The fetcher.
Wait for night.
I don't know.
I
A
don't
lot,
know if the prisoner is that long.
yeah, a lot can happen in the few
Oh,
hours.
they're gonna execute him at dawn or something, right? They're not gonna like shoot him on the spot. Otherwise, why take him prisoner?
Oh. I need to take oral. You all think about it.
Okay.
I
I'm
don't know. I think going now would be good.
yeah.
I think there's an advantage with going now. Is
You go
that-
in now, you gotta okay. Let's decide if it comes down to it. Are we willing to kill some guards who are just doing their job?
Yeah.
I mean, we've done worse.
Have we?
We can, the like what's that? Non-lethal them,
Okay. Okay.
and
We
like I'm sure we can fight them off.
think
I
we
don't
would
feel
need
strongly about I don't feel strongly about it. They can die.
we need to disguise ourselves. At least give some,
Yeah.
just hide our faces.
No, we can knock out some guards if we come across and then wear their shit.
Oh.
So that we can walk around as city guards.
I guess that depends on how they're getting us in. Like, is it as cleaners or what? Then
I'm assuming that we are going to go to this Thatcher guy, and since he has access to the sewer tunnel, whatever, we are going to be able to walk
Like,
all the
yeah.
way,
Under the prison.
like
and
right under the barracks, and then pop up in like somewhere, right?
so
In
should
order
we
to
find some
go
people?
through the barracks, we probably would need to be in a city watch disguise in order for us to not be noticed. In that, as in, like, we can walk around more freely, per se.
Okay, I'm game for that.
But that means we have to knock out.
Yeah, we just like find
5
some
city
trouble
watch
along
guards.
the way.
let's try not to require that. And if we run into trouble, there is always the, knock them out and take their disguises. But we can just go.
Okay.
Stealthily as possible.
Yeah.
I am not prepared in terms of spells for this, but we can do it.
Are you?
Well, I'm very well equipped to destroy anything in our path, but not so much doing it without a lot of noise.
I'm fine with that.
Loud option.
I think we should go sooner than later. We don't know what they'll do.
I just want to say, I think that what we are up against now, this isn't this isn't a matter for mortals. Entire city disappeared, and there's like imps and things like that. I
Yeah.
think that killing a few people to get to the bottom of this is a small price to pay. It's a lesser evil. So I'm really fine if we have to burn down the entire barracks.
Nice.
Alright.
Well-
I love where this is going. It's good.
Well, sure, but let's just not.
Knocking out the guards, I was just thinking about it, and what you said kind of makes sense. If we knock them out and we take their shit, they can warn people. Versus if we kill them and we take their shit, they're not going to say anything.
Nothing more than, like, if it's not necessary, we'll just tie them up. But I'm not gonna be like so strict about like not killing everyone and leaving no witnesses. If that's what it takes, then that's what it takes.
So that's just like, yeah.
We'll try not to go there, but if we get there, I'm not hesitating. I'm not gonna stutter. It's just gonna happen.
I agree.
Thank you.
Alright. Are we ready?
Should not have used my stupid sending spell.
Huh? Caleb, are we ready? Are you ready, Caleb?
Oh shit.
Caleb, are you ready?
Poggers, it's called Caleb.
Yeah. His name is Caleb. He is not a fiery wizard boy,
Oh.
but he's a cat.
Hello.
Yes, that's so cute.
Alright.
Haven't cut
So
balls yet.
the. Huh?
Haven't cut balls yet.
Cut
Mm.
liao.
Oh, cut already.
Mm.
Did you want to keep it?
The cover of night eventually takes you, and
Are we waiting for night? We're not, right? Yeah.
we're not waiting for night.
If
Now.
Okay.
This is
So
Wait,
tell me
wait.
how you would like to proceed.
I
Right,
think
so-
we'll just like pick out, like try to pick out and see how crowded the streets are.
I guess it's
There's nobody.
easier to move in the night lah.
It is, but there's a few hours. Like I'm scared for the prisoner.
Well, does anybody have access to speak with it?
No.
Ironically, no.
I can
Wait,
see
what?
they
Really?
did, but they won't
I
answer.
don't. Oh, I do. Oh, but I didn't prep it today.
It's okay. We can just take their heads with us
It
and
needs
then
to
do
be
it.
prepped.
Yeah,
It's
so
not something that I assume we will be doing.
Yeah.
a corpse with a mouth. It doesn't say a corpse with the rest of the body attached.
All right.
True.
So
true,
worst case
true.
scenario, we bring back the severed head of the prisoner.
True. K.
Corpse
K.
is, I would argue, corpse is entire body, but you know,
Why?
I
Specifically
mean-
says with a mouth.
does it say what? What does it say? Speak
Yeah,
with it.
specifically says
The corpse must
needs
still have a
Yeah,
mouth.
but it doesn't say must still have two limbs or
So
you know.
specific.
Yeah, we could
Okay,
even
okay,
put it in the back of
For
holding.
corpse.
Must
Corpse
still
must
have a
still
mouth.
have a mouth. Let me Google the meaning of corpse.
Oh my god, it's a cadaver.
A dead body.
So no
It's a
limbs
dead
can lah, just body.
So
Mm,
Epic,
okay, I will allow head.
score. All right then.
I mean,
Let's hope it doesn't get to that, and we'll move
That's
now.
like the last resort.
you move now.
But it's the street
Ah.
clear, it's like heavy patrols.
So if you observe from like the inside of the house, you know there are patrols that come past like every 2 to 3 minutes.
Oh
that's
my
so
god.
frequent, dude.
Let's wait for night.
Yeah, let's wait for
But you
night.
could definitely clear a few blocks in 2 to 3 minutes.
Well, there's like no room for error though. What if they don't let us in? And then no.
But then we get ushered back to our home, which is where exactly? Berlin
Yeah.
still mains house. Yeah, exactly. It's not.
Yeah.
Mm,
Maybe we can do the Mentos thing and walk backwards. And if they stop us, they'll be like, "Oh, we're heading forwards."
of course.
Let's just wait for night, okay? Just wait for night.
Yeah, let's
You know,
just.
it's like-
Okay, I feel unhappy about letting this go. How about you send Duff out and just see if there's a pattern to the patrols? Then we'll just have to time it right.
Do you
Lady
have-
Belly wouldn't happen to have a brazier, would she?
she would.
She
Why
has
would she lives in a
brazier.
mansion.
Alright.
You need charcoal, right? Or brazier.
Okay.
A brass brazier, yeah.
A brass brazier is quite specific. I don't know whether she would have a brass brazier. She would have a fireplace though.
Madonna.
Well, if you would allow me, I would try anyways lah. I would try anyways to ritual cast Find Familiar and try to resummon Duff back.
You have the mats?
I do. I'll mark that
Oh.
off.
And mine just went there. 0 to 60.
Sure. Okay.
Well, hello there, Duff.
Ah.
I'll speak to it in Sylvan and say, sorry you had to get burned by a dragon. Hope
You
you're...
speak Sylvan?
Maybe?
Oh.
To my little fey bird, I will say that. And say,
Favorite enemy.
I hope you had a good vacation, but it's time to come back now.
Okay. So Duff does reappear after some time you spend kind of like shaping the piece of it's charcoal, right?
Yeah, like incense, charcoal.
Yeah, incense charcoal. So you shape the materials and you see slowly like the shape of your long lost friend does come back. In what form? Dove form?
Yeah.
Dove form. Okay.
All right. Now off you go. Scout for us.
So make me an investigation check, please, using Dove stats.
Oh no, he's not here. Hold on, let me just 5e2s a bird.
Oh,
What would that be? Raven, I guess.
Dove.
Oh, that's actually a dove.
Raven.
Yeah, they don't have a dove. Okay, that's. Wow, why do ravens have 2 in? Aren't they pretty smart birds?
2 is pretty smart.
For-
It's +2, right?
No, they have literally
It's
2.
2, so it's like -4.
But yeah, -4. Okay, let me just. I'll just like roll d20 and -4 lah.
Yes.
Come on. Oh, just a fucking fat 0 then.
And so, from your cursory like a glance using Dove, you can tell that the patrols are quite frequent. There seems to be a fixed pattern of some kind. You can't quite place the route. However, you do gather that they are passing by the front of your apartment roughly 3 to 4 minutes. There's a 3 to 4 minute interval.
Okay.
That's not good enough for us to work out like how fast we have to move. So I guess we are waiting for night and then.
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You rest up and night falls. If you need a short rest, you can short rest. Or any short rest classes, you can short rest.
Whereas you want a second win just because you don't get to do it much.
Alright. So night does fall. It's around 7 or close to 8. What would you like to do?
I guess again I'll like look through Dove and see if the time between patrols have increased.
Alright, so you can tell that the patrols have definitely, the timing in between the pathing has definitely increased. It seems to take them longer. Either they are slacking off or basically there's less patrols now.
Cool. Alright, then the next time patrol passes our building, I'll signal that it's time to go.
So we'll
Alright.
give them like 30 seconds after they pass us and then we'll set off.
Okay, give me a stealth check, 5 for you.
Oh wait, before we do that, right? I would like to apply disguises on everyone.
Ooh.
I have a disguise kit.
Sure, you can roll me would you check? Can you roll me a check with a disguise kit?
Okay.
if you add it, you might be able to.
A disguise check.
Let me see.
Should be able to just.
Are you proficient? If it's proficient, it's specs plus prof.
Oh, I don't have. It's not something I can click on.
Okay, let's see. Disguise.
How would I roll that?
Then it's just dex, right?
Where is it? I add it for you, hold on. I add it for you. Are you proficient? You're not proficient, right?
How would I be proficient?
You will
Doesn't
need to
say.
have a specific tool proficiency. If not, then you're not.
No, I think mine is like expert forgery,
Oh,
which is not it.
forging a face.
You know, though.
Duplicate other creatures' handwriting and craftwork.
No.
No, as in when you create your character, you can select a proficiency. If one of them said tool proficiency, then you could pick one.
I've
be
like have the worst tool proficiency.
I don't
What?
think that's it's a straight D20 check, right?
Oh,
If it's not proficient.
Yeah,
If not, then it's just D20. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So I'll just
proficiency is land
You can-
physical.
Oh my god.
roll D20.
Yeah. Just roll once, please. Nice. So Mustard starts applying. You see he takes out all these pins from his backpack.
I'm good. I'm good.
Many
Master.
different kinds of like paints and like powders and all that. Some lipstick and brushes and sponges, small sponges. Then he looks at them confused, and then after he starts applying it on Celestial's face.
Oh,
And you see after he's done, Celestial doesn't look like Celestial anymore. However, he looks very strange as his face is now very much orange and a very bright shade of orange. And then the moment like his neck, you start to look at his neck, you can tell that it's two completely different colors. His neck is like a pale white, and then his face is bright orange.
It is true. You know what? I think let's go with our disguises. Wash up, Celestial. We don't want you to be a shining beacon of light in the dark.
Let me
okay.
go with some dignity.
Oh, my other proficiency is 3 dragon NT, by the way.
Celestial, are you going to remove the disguise?
Yes, I'm gonna prestidigitation it off.
And after you see Celestial clean off your disguise with a snap of his fingers.
It's okay. We'll keep working on that.
What else do
Alright. As you leave the house, can I get you all the rolling stuff checks?
Let's remember that we have a deck of illusions, by the way.
What? That was what you want us to remember. Let's remember that we have passed without trace.
Oh, too bad.
I'm guidancing myself.
Okay.
Hello, pass
Thanks.
without trace.
I think it's too late.
It's too late.
What?
He's not even responding.
The one without pass without trace is clueless.
He's not even responding, dude. Mustard,
What?
stealth check, please.
I did.
I'm not the one that.
Right
Where?
below is Trump.
Oh, okay, Trump. Anna, one person. Alright. I'm taking the average.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yes.
20.
Why don't you cast pass without trace?
Well, I mean, we can save it for later.
He's not even responding.
Trace is a druid or ranger spell. No one else has access to it.
It's not that I need it, but
It's fine. We can save it for later when we actually get.
Mine is
You-
dead too.
It's fine.
Master, you realize what's going on, Master?
Yeah, we are like sneaking out.
But you know what pass without trace is? It's a spell that
Pass
you
without
have.
trace.
It's okay. We made it
Let
through.
me check. Let's look. Veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a 10+ dexterity.
And you need to use Anna's
It's
or
plus
Celestial
10
or something.
to stealth.
Dude,
So you see, if Celestial's roll was 7, right? So if you had cast pass without trace, it would be 17. Understand?
You used this before.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
used
when
it
we
with
were in
the
the
upper
cave.
half people.
Okay, so the next time we have to roll for
Uh-huh.
stealth, please remember to use pass without trace, especially if you are about to come across city watch guards. Okay.
Yeah, but I've only got 2 shots of those. Don't you want to save that for
Oh.
later?
Woe is you, my friend.
so it lasts an hour, Master.
Oh. So you want to use one now and use one
No,
later?
it's
No,
fine.
no.
Late already.
Alright.
Later.
You managed to sneak out, and although
Yeah, average
Celestial
22. So.
Celestial kind of stumbles and on his way out, and he kind of like falls, and you hear it does make a little bit of a sound, not enough to draw attention to the group of you
It's goddamn makeup in my eyes.
as you make your way over to the blushing mermaid. Which appears to be closed.
I'll try the door.
Alright,
The
you try
fetcher.
the door.
The fetcher. The fetcher.
You knock on the door.
I'll try to open it.
It's locked.
Gotta pick the lock.
Why?
What?
Okay.
Just say hello. I'm just gonna knock. Hi, the fetcher. Let us in.
Come from Berlin.
You hear some shuffling coming from behind the door.
I'm gonna like take out the bag of coins, start like jingling it a bit. Like
Then you see there is a peephole at the door that you do notice now. And you can this a shing sound, and you can see very clearly there's an eye like peering at you from inside. And like you hear like the slot gun goes back. And you hear the door unlocks and the door creaks open.
alright. Let's go.
And you step into what appears to be like a very dark room. There's barely any lighting. The entire what appears to be a dining hall are long tables covered in crates of ale and wine. You can cut if you're counting. There's at least 100 bottles of ale and wine lining these tables.
Like empty?
No, they're all filled.
It's a lot of drink for a place that's closed.
You are looking for the keeper, and then you now notice there is a gnome who has opened the door.
Fucking midget.
You saying that out loud?
No, I'm not.
Alright. An old, grey bearded gnome who appears to be wearing a bathrobe and nothing more.
Okay. Are you the fetcher?
No.
Oh. Are you an associate of the fetcher?
Yes.
Can we speak with him?
Yes.
now?
Make me a perception check.
Like,
Please.
Who, all of us?
Just whoever speaking. He's clearly inebriated with some form of substance.
Ah,
His eyes are mildly cloudy, and you can see that he's not standing straight. He's like tipping forward, tipping backwards, and rocking from side to side.
what is your name?
Quawick.
wow.
Quawick.
Wow.
Why is that so familiar?
Wow, that's so familiar.
Huawei?
I guess thinking of Quazik, that person
Yeah,
from.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
that's what.
Who's Quazik?
Lost Minds of Pandora.
Quawick.
There was a calling there, man.
No, it's a Quazik. Quazik. Right.
Well, anyways.
No, there wasn't.
You can hear he starts to like hum some song.
Hey, stay with us, Quawick. We need to look for the fetcher.
Okay,
If you let us meet him, I'll let you have this. I'll take out 1 pack of bird dust.
Kind of like takes it from you.
Hey.
How about?
Fetcher first.
Yeah.
Chase the dragon after that.
You can hear he starts to hiccup. Like,
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Hey, if you don't keep it together, we'll be forced to sober you up and ruin your buzz.
Okay, what's happening here? Okay,
he's hiccuping.
stop that.
I'm gonna.
Stop that right now.
Yes.
Any other? Is there a light source
There's no lights in the like kind of like in, but there is like moonlight or the lights of the kind of like streaming in through the gaps in the curtains.
Right, can we see if there's a back room or anything?
Yeah.
There is a back room, yes.
Just make my
Go
way
into-
to
make
it.
your
Yeah.
way to-
Okay, you walk past the dome. He doesn't stop you. He kind of slumps on the ground beside the floor and starts hiccuping.
Jeez.
Are you giving him the bird dust?
No, fuck you, man.
Okay. You walk into the back room, and what it appears to be from the layout of inns, you would gather that this is where like the kitchen should be, like behind the bar, the area of the bar. But instead of a kitchen, it appears to be a room, with a stone staircase that's leading downwards.
Well, down we go, I guess.
You go down the flight of stairs. It appears to descend for a good while. You estimate like you have descended like 2 to 3 stories at least. And then finally there's a wooden door, and you can see there's light coming from below the door.
Well, let's go.
Yeah.
Open it with mage hand.
You open it with mage hand. Sitting there is a rather plump man, very much overweight, wearing a suit and a tie. His tie is like loosely done, and you see that he has a plate of what appears to be roasted meats and potatoes, and he's tucking into it as he notices you come in. Kind of looks up, and you can see his like brunette, like brown, disheveled hair. Looks like he hasn't showered in days.
You hell on the fetcher?
I don't believe I was expecting visitors today.
Well, would this make you a
And
little
the
bit
cellar
more...
is closed. As you can tell, there's a curfew. It's very much illegal for you to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why I shouldn't turn you in right now. How the hell did you get in anyway? I told the gnome no visitors today.
Well, you gotta discuss that with him. But
You'll make it worth your while. Just
Yeah. Would this make you more agreeable, perhaps, to taking in visitors?
yeah, ching ching ching.
Put the sack on the table. You see, he reaches behind him, pulls out a cane, like this long cane, and pulls the bag of platinum pieces to him. And he like reaches out. You can see as he reaches out his arms, you can see like the layers of like flab and fat kind of like sticking out. And that
Yeah, fat
pulls
guy.
apart. It's very fat, like a really big sized guy. Pulls apart the sack and kind of like looks at the gold and the platinum. Carry on. How can I help you? Our whores are not doing business today. They are back at home. The fighting pits are closed. I'm not sure what I can offer you.
Safe, quiet passage
To where
to
exactly?
the garrisons.
Kind of pricks up one eyebrow. As you say the garrison. What business do you have with the city watch?
Just touring the city. We are new here.
Wouldn't have anything to do with the assassination today, would it?
Oh, nah. Nothing of the sort.
crazy though. Does that happen often?
No, but can you make me a deception check on that, please? Okay, and you roll.
So this is the Oscar, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Halon.
I tell you what. I'll provide you safe passage in and safe passage out. And then he takes out 10 platinum pieces and puts it on the table. And for whatever information you find, I'll pay you 10 platinum.
About this assassination that we are absolutely not investigating.
Yes.
Sure.
Just
Sure.
curious. Do they have any leads, suspects?
I don't know. After all, you're not investigating an assassination.
That's true. Okay then.
Do you need
You're
any?
just touring, aren't you?
That's right. Would you need any souvenirs while we are there?
Just the information. Then you can see he kind of like spears the meat and he stuffs it in his mouth.
Very good, sir.
Kind of says, oh, and he pushes himself up from his chair. You can see, like, as he gets up, you can hear the chair kind of like creak. And then you can see, like, as he gets up, you can see, like, the how massive his frame actually is. He's a good, like, double the size of Elrond in terms of, like, width and everything.
Could be his own boss.
Do you want to be your own boss?
This way, please. Then he kind of like slowly walks. You can see that he has trouble walking, and it's almost like his weight is making him very uncomfortable, and he has to use his like walking stick to kind of like keep his balance as he walks.
Damn.
And he kind of like brings you through this network of like rooms, very large rooms, and you can see that they are. As you walk through what appears to be like a fighting pit of some kind first. So below there's like a sand pit, and there's like a whole like spectator stand built around it. It's very large, but it's empty and it's dark. There's no light now. Then he brings you into another room where you see that there are pools, like actual pools, like underground, and then there are like silk curtains and beds laid out nearby, almost like a private sauna, if you will, come whole house ish kind of vibe. And you can as you enter the room, you can smell like the floral perfume scents, very exotic, very.
Would I be able to, like, based on sense of direction, kind of get an idea of where we are in the city underneath?
It would be quite hard.
All right.
Yeah, it would be quite hard. Honestly,
But this is clearly like hidden.
it is clearly hidden.
How about with my favorite terrain?
It's not.
No, it's not fucking sewers, dude. Your favorite terrain is not fucking sewers. So eventually he brings you to the what appears to be like a store room of some kind. And you see he kind of starts. There's like shelves of like dried vegetables, dried fruit, and like preserves. He kind of walks around the so he kind of has to push himself to get through the small gaps. And at the back of the room, there is a small barricade that has been set up. So there's like planks that have been nailed onto this door. Please
Could I
protect.
ask why it's barricaded? Is it to keep? Which side is it keeping out?
Well, as long as we pay the city watch every month, they generally keep out of our hair. But just in case.
Ah, okay.
Mhm. Like, has it just been him and us? Like, there's
Yeah.
no.
There's no one else.
Okay, I'll ask him then. Is everyone else like off for the day, or is it really just you and that gnome?
Well, they are sleeping in their quarters at the moment.
Ah, okay,
There's a whole different level for that.
I see.
I guess it'll be hard to run a whorehouse with just the both of them, huh?
Well,
Please nail back the planks when you're done. There's a hammer over there, and he gestures to the shelf.
Aaron is a hammer.
I see. There's a hammer.
He kind of like steps away, and then he says, "I am to assume that you know what you're doing." Yes.
Hmm.
well, so how long do we have? Like, if you don't hear from us, I assume at a certain point you're just gonna barricade it up again.
If I don't hear from you in 3 hours, I will blow up this room to seal the exit.
Wow. All right.
Let's go with 4.
4 then.
Alright, let's not waste any more time.
He kind of like turns around. You see, he grabs like this, like dried jerky, like this huge. It's not, like dried jerky is like small slips.
Mhm.
He grabs this entire rack of dried jerky, like one huge chunk, bigger than like bigger than like Celestial's torso, and then he tucks it under his arm and walks out of the room.
What the fuck?
That guy snacks, man.
Fucking weirdo.
Okay.
Dude, what's with...
Yeah, dude.
Dude, something is wrong here, okay? Is that normal? Does that seem normal to you? Is that a normal human to
No,
you?
I don't think he's human, man.
No, come on, we're better than this. No body
No,
shaming.
no.
No,
Dude,
I.
Let's think about all the weirdos we've met that's affiliated with the guild. Does something seem off about this to you?
What, like they are demons in disguise? Well,
Well,
oh shit.
Ah,
Oh my god. Mate, let's deal with demons in disguise later. Let's go kill / knock out some guards. Get some info.
alright, let's pick on the humans.
Yes.
Alright, Elron, you're up.
conk, I guess.
You breaking the planks, or are you just going to use the hammer to remove the nails?
I mean, his suggestion was use the hammer, right? So I guess I'll use the hammer to remove the nails.
Okay, you use the hammer to remove the nails, and you don't make a huge sound. And you pull apart the planks and the door. It's very old, and it appears to have not been opened for a long time. As you try to open the door the first time, it doesn't budge. And you kind of shove again, and you shove like multiple times until you kind of like push, you force it open. And it appears to open out to what appears to be kind of like another storeroom of some kind. But you can tell that the moment you have entered this room, that the work of the room is different. It's full concrete flooring instead of wood. The walls are made of concrete also.
Okay. Let's
Does
go.
it stink?
It's very dusty, and there's this very musky smell. Almost like this room has been abandoned and left to kind of rot.
Very interesting.
I'll go first.
Sure.
I lead the way down the tunnels.
All right. You lead your way down, and you hit what appears to be a concrete staircase that leads upwards, and there is a trap door above you.
Do we know that this is the?
There's only
oh,
one
was
way.
that- Oh, okay. So, guess I'll.
Dove a dove, or is it a spider now?
It's a dust, so it's kind of useless here.
Oh. I guess I'll listen for movement overhead, and if it doesn't sound like there's anyone after,
There's
say,
no
30 seconds,
sound. Yes, there's no
then
sound.
I'll try to push it open and take a peek.
You shove. It needs a good shove, but you do manage to like push it open. Similar to the door, it appears that this trap door has not been opened in a very, very long time. The joints are kind of like very tight and rusted over already.
It's okay, I have a crowbar.
But you do manage to shove it open, and you kind of make your way into the new room. You look around and you see that there are iron bars surrounding you on all sides. You appear to be in a prison cell of some kind.
Is there any sounds
There's-
in the immediate vicinity?
There's no sound and there's no one in the immediate vicinity. Like you look all around you and there's cells, but they are all empty.
I'm guessing it's a lower level that's not super occupied. I guess everyone can come up while I try to see if the cell is locked. Are we locked in?
It's not locked.
Alright. Let's get our bearings.
Alright.
Going in.
Alright. You kind of like navigate through the cell. And there's no guards. There's no movement at all. But as you approach, like you walk past like quite a few cells. And you walk to the end, and there's a wooden door, and there's light coming from below the door, and that is when you hear sounds. You hear footsteps coming from behind this particular door.
What's the
The-
play?
Is it heavy footsteps? There's light coming from it as well, right?
Feel like stuff.
Is the DM any speaking?
There's no speaking, it's just footsteps.
Footsteps that are receding? Or
It's just
pacing?
moving around the room, pacing the room.
Is there anything to peek through?
Well, it's a solid door, so unless you can find a way to peek under the door, no.
Any
Shove the head underneath the door.
yeah, just shove Dove underneath it.
Well, I have disguise self, but I don't know what it's going to work.
Yeah. That's
Or
the
you
issue,
know,
right?
rap hour, go ninja.
It'd be risky to try and open the door just to take a peek.
Can always do the whole hope they are human and kill the lights.
But that's a definitely will.
But if we kill the lights, then they would know that something is up.
Yeah, it's a smash and grab from then on.
Let's not do that.
If they're not really that close to the door, we could open it up really small and really tiny, but it could be creaky.
Okay, so I'll tell you
So-
what you see. You see one guard. What are we gonna do about him?
Or beat
Oh.
his ass. No, we'll probably just say hi.
Hi, there.
And then we'll
From
beat
the
his ass.
Faces shown and all that.
Yeah, so ninjas.
Oh?
We
Pass.
cover our faces.
We
I
can.
feel like going in as 5 people is a kind of a dead giveaway. Maybe we can make it look like it's 2 people.
But what's
We
the
could
play?
like open it
We
a
knock
bit,
him out.
maybe throw Dove in, like lob her to the door. No?
That involves opening the door, and that's already like
Okay,
Yeah,
let's see
so-
what we have.
Open the door.
we could rely on pass without trace and hope that helps us.
Or we could lure him in, clobber him before he gets a good look. You could send me in invisible and we try to do the
I can't do that.
one-time good one.
What if we made a sound, a thudding sound from behind the door, and we bait him to come in?
We
Like the
Oh.
sound of something falling
Could
over.
I throw down Pass Without Trace now? Would now be good time?
it would definitely help. But
Yes, 30 minutes, right?
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour. Ooh,
It should
okay,
help
okay.
mask our presence and a bit of sound, maybe.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop Pass Without Trace on all of us, including Dove.
Nice.
Yay.
There is verbal component to this.
I just run back to the. We just go back away from the door, do the thing, then go back there.
Sure, I guess. Cheesing, but sure.
It's not cheesing. It's
Okay, sure.
I mean, it makes sense.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Anna, you wanna try this opening the door a bit?
Pick it. Okay, let's say I see one guy. Are we gonna move on him
Yes.
Yeah.
without covering our faces and masking our numbers?
There's
Or
no
hide in the shadows. Like keep close to the walls. And then
One guy. Can you just knock out the lights in that room?
Yeah, but it's a one trick, right? If I do it in this room, then we don't get to do it in any other room.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, with a combination of disguising myself as someone unrecognizable and pass without trace, I try to just take it out if it's one person. And if it's not one person, then we leave no survivors.
Okay. It's not too
you
late.
go
to
out, you can see how he looks like the garb. You disguise yourself to make sure you're wearing that kind of garb. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's not the play, right? The play is just to look like someone else and then clap him. Hit
I can't just look
really
like
hard.
a guard,
Sure, and I'll clap him anyway.
but at least he thinks, oh, it's a guard instead of. He wouldn't be raise a warning seeing there's a stranger with you. He wouldn't raise a warning if it's a guard.
That's true. Okay,
Alright.
so let me do the.
Ah!
Ops briefing.
Let's go.
Let me just take a peek now without disguising, and I'll open the door so little that he wouldn't be able to see my face,
Right.
even if he
Yeah.
notices the door.
Still need a self check though.
Easy lah.
Let's go.
Alright.
31.
You peek in.
30.
It's a very well lit room, and from the crack that you can tell, there's a single man there. He's wearing this apron.
it's
He's
cool.
wearing doesn't seem to be armed in any way, shape, or form. However, he's holding what appears to be like a small knife of some kind and pliers.
Does he look like a blacksmith, a tinkerer, or a cook?
No.
He looks like a no. Got it. What the?
He looks like he looks like he's doing something to the two bodies that are laying in front of him.
Woohoo.
Oh, like the what's the guy
Like
called?
a, like
Autopsy.
Cannibalism?
Autopsy.
yeah, like autopsy kind of, and the whole room is filled with like strange like alchemical like reagents along the sides of the walls.
What the fuck?
Like
In
the
addition-
forensic, like the
Yeah.
the
Almost like that, yeah.
Okay, so
Zombies, dude.
how far is he away from the nearest exit?
Well, there's another door on the left as you walk in, and there's another door on the left. It's quite far.
Okay, is his back face?
Yes.
Facing me? Back then.
facing the door.
As in, can he? Will he? Is he immediately gonna notice, or is he
No, no,
focused
no.
on his work?
He appears to be cutting up a body or like doing something to a body.
Okay, I'm gonna like
On the
signal.
body.
If we can sneak past him, let's just sneak past him.
I think it's safer to knock him out.
Yeah, knock him out. If he doesn't see.
Get info if possible and then knock him out.
No. We don't
Oh,
want
no.
him to see our faces. Yeah.
Knock him out
No,
straight.
because what if one of those two bodies are the ones that is the person we are looking for? Then we
Then
don't-
we need to do disguises.
Why? We just go up. Like Anna can
I doubt that
disguise.
they definitely would execute this person to everyone. That would be the play. Like they wouldn't kill them in the middle of the night. Say, okay, we have found like this is someone assassinated a freaking like dude. They want to show the people like, hey, you know, we have found the person. There's a public execution. Like we will not tolerate this kind of da 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 da. I don't think that they would
But
pass up that opportunity.
why would they need to pick the correct person for that? They could just pick anyone on death row and just say it's them. If it was up to me, I would silence the person and not give them a chance.
Why would this guy cooperate with us? We are
Because there's a
good
dagger
folk.
to his throat.
That's true.
Well, it's your call. You'll be the one doing it.
Question
So
him and then kill him afterwards.
I leave it to you.
The moment we blow our cover, he has to die. That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
So I could go in disguise. I could try to get information out of him. Convince him to yield. Maybe put on a blindfold and the rest of you can come down.
Yeah, we could black bag him.
Okay, I need someone to hold an action in case I don't finish the job. It's non-lethal him.
Okay,
Lethal,
I still have the hammer from before.
No,
Yeah.
don't you fucking.
Hammer.
Don't
Hammer
you.
of interrogation.
The good old
Negotiation.
hammer. Okay.
Hammer of
Remember what happened
negotiation.
last time? He had a hammer in Curse of Strahd.
Yes, the hammer's making a comeback season 2.
Alright, so
Also have the gunpowder back.
Oh my
Yeah,
fucking god.
so the worst case is we non-lethal him, blindfold him when he comes to. We ask the questions.
Let's just we cannot stay here for long. We need to keep going. We have no idea how big this place is. He is one person. Like let's just knock him out
Okay, let's drop
and
him.
move past him. Yeah, just move. Like there's no like let's check the body, see if there's anything weird. If there's nothing, let's just move on to the next room because we have no idea how big this place is.
Alright, let's
Like, the longer we spend the time here, the less we have
everywhere
somewhere
else.
else.
Okay, hit him. Cam. Go.
Anyone gonna hold an action?
Yes.
Okay.
hold
Yes,
an
I'm
arrow
holding
action.
I'm holding my hammer action.
I also hold arrow action.
Okay, I'll try to sneak up and clap him.
Oh,
Sure. Maybe a nice stealth check.
Just
I
wondering,
just
is he big
realised-
and burly like the previous guy?
guidancing Anna before she goes in.
Do you want me to charm him? I could just charm him.
Just do
Then
do
you-
what you're gonna do. Do what you're gonna do.
Doggo.
Disguise yourself. I think you should disguise yourself. If you want to talk to this person, he cannot see your face.
Okay, you know what? I got a good feeling about this guy. I'm going to disguise charm person. And then when we run into the guards, we'll knock them out. But this guy doesn't seem like he's a, you know. Am I making the right call here?
Do your thing, man. I'm popping guidance on you.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I mean, I
it's
agree with your decision. So
Let's go.
Okay, I'll disguise myself to look like my persona from Waterdeep, like this other
No,
person
like
who
just
looks.
make yourself look like a city guard.
Sure, city guard. City guard
Thin,
outfit.
any.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Generic lady soldier. Is that
Okay.
gonna work? Okay, then I've got a charm person without him noticing. Subtle cast.
Okay. Sure.
Guidance on you.
What's the check?
It's a DC. Don't do this often enough, hang on.
15, I think. Probably.
DC 15,
Yeah.
it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Saves.
This some big brain guy.
Alright, let's clap him. I'm gonna sneak up on him anyway.
Give me a stealth check. You wouldn't know you failed, right?
I guess not.
Yeah.
Still a plus 10.
22,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That hits.
Wait, if advantage, I got a roll for crit. So just in case it crits out.
No, he's down.
Oh, sure.
You knock him unconscious.
oh,
Sure.
Okay.
He falls to the ground and you
Catch
kind
him.
of you catch him, but his tools do fall and make like a soft clang.
It's alright. We'll sit him down. Motion for the rest of the party in.
We'll stand by at the door.
Alright.
Take a look at the bodies.
The further door.
So the first body that you see is well, the chest cavity has been ruptured and the head has been blown off. And but the clothes you do recognize as the clothes of Lord Dylan Potter.
Rip in peace.
What? Oh
Okay.
my lord, dude.
Makes sense. Okay.
Is there anything valuable on him? Is there anything on him at all?
Who,
Money.
this guy?
Yeah, the noble.
The noble as in
Lord,
Like
no.
either of them, the guy in Nocta as well.
there is let me finish. So there is a cart, a wooden cart in the middle of these two like stone tables. And the wooden cart itself has like scalpels and tweezers of different kinds. Instruments that you have not seen before. There's a saw as well. And there is a small there's a metal tray on it. And sitting on the metal tray is an arrow with a tip that is glowing red.
You wanna make it?
Yes. This is key evidence.
Beside on the second stone table, there is a man, and you can see that the person wearing the apron was halfway into performing a procedure on him. His
What-
chest is kind. His
So-
chest is
sorry.
kind of like what?
Is this like what kind of procedure is this?
Yeah, so I'm about to explain.
Oh, okay.
So you can see that half of his chest, the skin has been removed. However, whatever remains, you can see there is half of a tattoo on it that resembles, all of you remember, looks like very much like Celestial's tattoo.
Okay.
Huh? Huh?
Okay, so wait. So first body is the guy that blew up lah.
Yes, the
Right.
second body is an elf.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
I think we don't need to go up anymore. Do we need to go up anymore? It would make. It
That-
wouldn't.
that-
I have.
no.
What?
No.
The
The-
face is not. Is not. If you asking, you can see clearly that his face is not Ilivos.
Is it anyone
It
I
wasn't
recognize?
anyone that
However, he is one of the
the
blade singers that you bumped into at
in the woods thing.
What?
at the tree.
The
What? And
fuck?
they're here?
Okay.
I thought they went a different way.
Yo.
this is. I
Alright, is there any equipment in the room that might have belonged to the deceased?
There is leather armor which has been kind of like kept away, as well as his rapier with the arcane focus.
Oh,
take
you
it,
want that?
bitch. Take it.
Should we?
Yeah.
Don't take it. I will.
Yes.
Arrow. We take the rapier.
Yes.
And then we back this guy up and we're gonna ask him what the blade singer is doing here. And what was he doing with the blade singer?
He was removing any form of identification that would show that
Yes,
this
so-
person is a singer.
So it was quite a gruesome sight. So the first thing you can tell is he was in midway in removing the skin on the chest. He had already removed the ears of the elf,
Oh.
and they were on the table beside on the wooden tray.
Trying to
Uh,
it. What's he trying to do with it?
try and
Just make
mutilate the corpse.
Yeah, make the corpse non-recognizable.
What?
We gotta ask him. We got to wait for him to come round or wake him up
Oh,
somehow.
We tie him up, then waterboard him.
Okay.
Tell us.
What if he just okay lah? Okay, his answer could just be, "I'm just ordered to do this. I don't know what they want to do with it." Right?
Nice try.
It could
It
be.
couldn't. It couldn't be. It couldn't be like he's removing this to put it on someone. Do you think that's what's happening, or it's more of like
I think it's more like like this is the guy who died, you know, and then the actual body gets squirreled away for God knows what.
So do we think that this is the person who? Okay, when we are looking at the it doesn't make sense. Does he have a bow and arrow like the?
Oh
Does
yes,
it-
there's a bow and arrow.
There's a bow and
and
arrow. Okay.
bow and
As in
arrows.
bow like stuff lah, ranger
Yeah.
stuff. Okay. And when we saw that this guy, this blade singer person in the forest, he was carrying. He was like a ranger.
No, not a ranger, but he had a bow and arrow.
He had shit lah, basically. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was with his pack and stuff lah. You could tell they were like, you know, they had adventuring gear with them lah.
Okay, so the way I see it is like one thing is like this guy killed the arrow. I mean, he was the one who fired the arrow, right? And then
Uh-huh.
they got him, and then the story falls apart because I don't know why they would do that. Second thing is like this guy just gets caught in the crossfire. They just wanted to find some archer guy, and you know they hate
No, but
non-humans.
blade singers are not people. I assume, so let's say you can correct me or wrong. They are not people that are easily caught. You know, like they are
Yeah, yeah.
trained to not
Be
be caught.
elusive.
Yeah. So the fact that this just so happened, and they travel in a group, right? Like, where is the rest of his people? Like, why is he alone?
It doesn't change the fact, right? It doesn't change the fact where I don't think the blade singer did it. All right, and I think that the blade singer is just like wrong place, wrong time, or maybe they wanted to pin it on someone. They got this random dude with a bow. Maybe he was following Celestial.
Or maybe he was the one who did it, and the lady is in cahoots with like the blade singer group to do this thing and to cover her tracks.
Why would they use a fell
and-
arrow?
I don't know.
Yeah, so the thing is, right, my first situation where this is the guy who did it, then it doesn't make sense that they are anonymizing the corpse. So I think he's not the person who did it, but then they just want to like take some guy, swap the body with the, you know, kind of like do the funeral for the duke and say like, oh, you know, this is the duke, and then the actual duke's body is being used for some unknown reason or kept somewhere. So don't you think that the
Oh,
don't you think that the way that they killed him was
okay,
very
okay,
specific?
okay,
Like
okay.
it blew him up so that there wasn't much left.
Hmm.
So they're trying to make this body look like the duke's body.
Yeah. So it's like no elf ears, no tattoo.
Who is this person that we knocked out? Like, what does he
Like
look
a
like?
mortician or something like. You
No,
know.
as in, what does he look like? Is he like
He looks like a human, old human male.
old human male?
Just tie him up
Okay.
first. Back
I'm
his
sure
face.
if you wake him up and you can ask him at least what is he doing,
Yeah.
then you will know at least what's happening here.
Yeah.
Any Chinese water torturers? Yeah.
To drag him into the back room near where we came from, I think we want to put a few doors between us and the
Yeah.
next door.
Yeah, let's do that. I'll take his disguise, and I will, I guess, try to listen on the other door. Like, is there
Okay.
anything else? Wearing
Yeah,
his face.
there are people. You can hear like every now and then you can hear like footsteps walking past, but nobody actually enters the room.
All right, on a particularly quiet area, I'm going to stick my head out, his head out, my head out. What do I see on the outside of this room?
So it's a corridor where there are other rooms along this corridor, and if you stick your head out, you say, "Oi!" You can see one guard standing at the end. He said, "Get back to work."
I'll just nod and close the door. Joins.
They're keeping prisoners in there.
Yeah.
Should we take his head? I want to ask
See
him
his head.
questions.
No, we'll take him. It doesn't look like he's very happy to be here. Maybe
No,
judging
not the
reaction.
fucking human I
Blade
could.
singer, blade
yeah.
singer. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Ah,
If if this guy can't even step out of his room to like walk down the corridor, and he
Yeah.
work there, there's no way 5 of us are going to go out that door
Unless we kill like everybody.
Yeah.
kill
so-
everyone exactly. So I think Celestial's play makes sense. We can ask the Blade Singer questions and get more information.
Well, not
Yes.
questions. 5 questions.
But I mean, better than nothing, you know.
Yeah. Let's okay. I'm gonna like loot the room.
So if you're gonna do that, then can we just leave this guy here? Take
no,
take
we
the
need
and
the
then just
we need the human guy's info. Why don't you take him to the south? I'll pretend to be him and
Okay.
just
okay.
poke the corpses a little bit. You find out what you need to know.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's everybody doing? Let's break it down.
I'll keep up the pretense that the mob worker is still doing his mob work with my back face to the door, and like just finding out what I can with the cadavers. And if I actually do find something useful, just let me know.
Make me a medicine check. Wow. So, you examine the corpse. The corpse of Duke Dilat Potier doesn't reveal much, except it's a very gruesome sight. Clearly, the blood has dried already, and clearly the cause of death was obviously the explosion that appeared, that resulted from the arrow. There's nothing much left to examine. You can see that his spine clearly broke in many different places. His ribs all shattered. There's bits of bone that are stuck in the flesh. Nothing much to see. However, what's more interesting is the other corpse of the elf. His mouth is black. His teeth are stained black, and his tongue is black, which indicates that he died of poison.
Would I know of any kind of like Sudoku customs, like if we get caught?
Well, you were not trained in assassination, so no.
Yes.
Bite down on
No,
the
actually-
cyanide capsule.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he was poisoned. Okay.
Maybe by himself. We don't know. We gotta ask the mortician, or you guys will have to.
Are you removing his head?
I don't.
Well, save that for the last, right?
Alright.
To ask the guy questions first.
You want to ask him questions
You
then?
want to ask the mod guy questions. Okay,
Yeah,
what
you're gonna take him to
ask
the cells, right?
Yeah.
Take
You bring
take
him to the
to-
cells, and you bring him to the cell,
Yeah.
and he does come to after a while.
With what are we tying
gagged?
him up? Yeah,
He's gagged and
not
tied up.
gagged, but more like blindfolded, right? We just
I'm blindfolded.
And I stand light here.
If you're not gagging him, he's gonna shout.
Oh, no, we
No, I mean
were
he's
gagging him.
dead.
Okay, he's woo! Very
Oh,
loud,
yeah,
trying to make
yeah.
loud sounds.
Yes.
Like, you know, cover his mouth or something.
I mean,
Woo!
sure. I'll make sure that he won't speak, and I'll intimidate him so that he'll keep quiet. Please,
How?
just cooperate. I'll give him a mean stare.
You can't see.
He's fucking blindfolded.
God
God
damn
damn.
it! I will emit mean energy.
Wow.
No, I'm not allowing that.
Okay,
Uh,
if I'm, I don't know if I'm there or not. Like,
yes, you are.
okay,
you'll all be there, right? You wouldn't want
All
to be in
there
that room.
except
Yeah.
for Anna.
seeing Elrond do that, I'm going to draw my dagger. I'm gonna put the flat edge to his neck and say, I'm pretty sure you can tell what this is. Now, I want answers, and I'm gonna take off the gag. If you make loud sounds, you'll be the last that you ever speak. Are we clear? Play this right, and you will not die. I'm gonna slowly pull out the gag.
Monka.
Please, I have children. Please.
I'm just gonna like, is there anything that I sit down on? Just the
It's an
floor.
empty cell.
Okay, I'm just gonna like in a way I'm gonna hold like his hand to guide him to sit down. I'm gonna like sit down as well, so we are both like on the floor.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna say, listen, I just want answers. There's no You do not lie. Tell me the truth. I do not care. The whatever you answer will not determine whether you live or die. But if I sense that you're lying, that might be different.
Okay.
First question. The body of the elf. How did it come to you?
It just came and he was poisoned. And I was told like very specific instructions. I was told to make him unrecognizable, remove the tattoo, remove the ears, just remove the fingerprints and all that stuff. Just like
Told by who?
told by the chief in charge of the barracks.
Chief in charge of the barracks. Who give his name?
Chief. I type it out for you.
It seems weird that the chief would know
Chief Wiggum.
something about blade singing elves.
Okay. The body of the duke. The arrow. Did you manage to find out anything?
I don't know why it's I don't know why it's going red now. They're going to come in and examine it tomorrow morning. I don't know why it's red.
Okay. Has there been situations where they asked you to mutilate the corpse like they asked for the elf?
Not really, but I don't ask questions. I just do my job.
Okay.
I'm going to motion to Celestial and whisper to his ear out of earshot. Ask him whether he has told anyone about the arrow in the guy's chest. Because if he hasn't said anything, maybe we can make it. He can say that he didn't find anything.
Okay. But I'm gonna whisper back to me like, you can join in. I'm not thinking.
Maybe it's better he doesn't know how many people there are.
That is a good point. Okay. I'll go back to the guy and ask, does anyone else know about the arrow?
Yeah. They brought the arrow in.
Shit. Okay. Are those the only two bodies recovered from the site today?
There's only two they brought in.
You don't know what they plan to do with either of the corpses?
No. They'll be back in the morning for them.
The elf, he died of poison. Do you know exactly whether, like, what kind or how it was done?
It's a fast-acting lethal poison.
I see.
But he had no puncture wounds of any kind, which probably means he either someone force-fed it to him or he took it himself.
Okay. I just look back around the room like, listen. It's gonna be suspicious if we leave you totally unscathed. I promise we are not gonna kill you, but
Please,
no. I'm just gonna calm him down. Like, we're gonna have to leave a few bruises, just so that
please.
nothing. Calm down, man. It's nothing permanent, just to make it look credible, because we're going to take some stuff.
You can see he's crying.
Gag him.
I just
Gag him now.
I just look back around like,
Shoves it in his mouth.
I settle him down. I'm like, dude, relax. Relax, friend. Relax. Yes, I made sure that he doesn't make too much noise.
He hears like
Very
another
relaxed.
voice, and he gets like even more scared, and he's like, he's like,
No. I tighten my grip. I'm like, bro.
please.
Gotta practice my suplex.
like this is good. You have nothing to fear because this is totally out of your
I
control.
can't breathe. He's good. He can't breathe.
Elrond,
No.
Elrond.
Okay, I
Oh,
let
you
go. I
still
let go.
him.
I let go. Of course, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just making sure that he doesn't make too much noise.
Did Celestial say his name, or is that
Oh,
Yes, he did.
I did. Oh my fucking god.
Mustard takes a knife and shoves it in the guy?
You see Master pull his dagger and shove it into the man.
Mm.
A shame.
Fuck. God.
Promise, you promise. Kind of slumps over in Elrond's arms. Blood pouring out of his throat.
Fuck.
Well,
Okay. Shit. Well then, we have to make it look like a break-in.
Already is a break-in.
it already kind of looks like a break.
Let's take the
No, no,
arrow, take the hit, and whatever else you want. Then we can. Then let's
We
just
need
go
to cause a bigger mess. We need to mask the intent as much as we can.
What's there to mask though? It's quite clear that we came for the stuff that's missing,
Yeah.
Any
and he got in the way.
At least we got some information out of him about like the elf and how his corpse came to be a little bit.
oh, we could bring his body with us at least.
I
That
don't
is
think
my.
that would do us any.
You take him with us. They're gonna think that he bounced. You leave him dead. They give him a good burial and pay his family.
Yeah, and they would have access to means of magic that will make him talk.
Then you take the jaw.
I'll take his head. Oh yeah, I can take his jaw. Yeah, let's just take his jaw. We have to take his jaw then.
Maybe,
So
my
messed
God.
up.
maybe they can just do it like, you know.
Just
As
take
long
his
as
head.
it doesn't have a mouth, it can't talk.
Is there any other magic that we know that could
Oh my god.
do
Not
that?
that we know of.
Okay.
This is so fucked, dude.
You want to do just like professionals? You cut out the jaw.
Yeah. Okay. Can someone message Anna that we are leaving?
You're coming back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
No,
one
but you
room.
gotta go. You gotta get the hit and the stuff.
All right.
I'll draw this guy.
Joy.
So
I
Mustard,
will
Mustard
grab
grabs his
the-
body off to a corner and starts hacking his jaw out.
Oh my god.
I'm going to start shifting your alignment, Master, at this rate.
But this
Like,
is like
for
the
real.
gang thing, what?
It's even much for you. Your gang isn't like the violent type of gang.
Gang.
But then like what else are we gonna do? Like this guy's gonna
It's kind
talk
of
to
just
his voice.
necessity, right?
I know what
But
you mean by like,
the
you,
act of doing it requires.
the act of doing it, yeah.
Oh,
Do you have your sanity thing?
Yeah,
do, right?
I do.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it later.
Okay.
Yeah, so you do.
Or we should make Celestial do it and he botched it.
wow.
It's okay, I'll do it.
It's a
I-
bit much as the four of you stand there and you see Master hack away with the dagger. Kind of like cut
What?
away at the jaw, and you
Why
see it's like,
it must be the tongue?
I don't know, because Mustard said he's
Why
removing the
was
jaw.
it
What?
The whole draw.
Like, why
Because
couldn't we
the-
just take the
stuff
hit?
His mouth, what?
I'm gonna look over Mustard's
Oh,
shoulder
yeah.
and like, you okay? You don't need any help?
So it's just sawing away.
Yeah, you see he's kind of like hacking away, like at the jawline and breaking through the bone. And blood is like going all over the place, staining the leather armor that he's wearing, as well as the floor and the
We
wall.
need to put him back there and we need to clean up this place.
Prestidigitation?
Yeah. Because if we leave him here, it's gonna lead back straight to the fetcher, and
True.
that's
That's
not
good.
great.
Okay.
I'll take the meanest saw that's meant for cutting bone
Yes.
and relieve a elf of its head.
Alright. As you do that, you cut into the veins of the neck, and blood just goes everywhere. Across the floor,
But-
across the walls.
Dead bodies wouldn't bleed, right? Dead bodies don't bleed.
That's true. That is true.
Okay, but
That
blood
is
still
true.
goes everywhere.
Blood goes, but it wouldn't like
Yeah,
spurt.
it wouldn't split, yes,
it wouldn't
but
split.
blood goes everywhere.
This is on a tray of some sort. I'm sure. Yeah.
It's okay,
Less-
we're gonna prestidigitation the whole room afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
By we, I mean Sadistic.
You have acquired a head of an elf with no ears.
Oh god.
Gonna bring the ears along.
What? Oh,
Stick it on him just in case, he can't hear the question.
oh, my-
Master has issues, man.
You know he does have a point though.
That's not how fucking
Bring
years
it
work.
I don't know.
That's not how years work.
Oh lord.
Jesus Christ.
We might as well just burn his body.
Just bring it along, lah. You wanna bury him at least with the ears too, right? You wanna bury the head with the ears.
Fine. Fine. I'll take the years.
Should we burn his
Alright.
body though?
Not in here.
Or at least I don't know. I don't know if I wanna leave that tattoo there. I don't know.
You can take the skin.
It's half removed. There's like the other half of the chest, the skin's
Ew,
not
we're
removed.
just gonna walk around with some elf skin.
Or some elf body.
Like,
Your
what the fuck?
bag.
No, dude. I'm not gonna bring that around. It's disgusting, and it's like mutilated.
Fuck
Well,
it. I'm gonna go there and like just as well as I can, just like cut out that section wherever there's the tattoo.
Doing a medicine check.
Like, oh, that's nature. That is not medicine.
Alright. So it's a very delicate procedure, and the man was obviously doing a very good job because he purely removed the skin, leaving the flesh mostly intact. You, however, do a really fucked up job. Your hands are shaking from what you've just seen Mustard do, and what you've just witnessed with Mustard stabbing the guy and then trying to remove his jaw, and like everything you've seen in the night so far is leading to this moment where you take the scalpel and you kind of like haphazardly try to cut through the skin, but you end up cutting through flesh instead. And you do manage to remove it with a lot of effort, but it's more like a chunk of flesh along with muscle and everything along that comes along with it, rather than just the skin.
Okay, let's go.
I'll
You still need to clean up the place. Prestidigitation. Including the whole route back, leading back to the hole that we came from, so that there's no trace.
Well, yeah. Pass without trace will cover the tracks, but I will prestidigitation.
Yeah.
As much
Okay.
blood and
You do
everything.
clean up as much as you can. However, it's hard to clean up a headless corpse, which is still, the blood is still flowing from it. It's difficult because the blood does. You realize that after you poof away the blood, it does like pull a little at the neck, where the head is severed.
Mm.
as long as
as-
it's localized
as
to
well-
this room.
Yeah,
that's
as
fine.
well as the jawless corpse, which is still, blood is still flowing from the wounds.
This is the most gruesome episode we've had in the history of all episodes.
Yeah, you think that you'll come up in
What
terms
the
of shrug.
Fuck.
Oh god.
It's
Well,
all
like,
because I
we're just in a-
fucked
We're
up.
just in this tiny
Oh
room,
my
and there's just
God.
blood everywhere.
3 bodies, 2 of them are missing heads. One of them
there's
missing
like
mouth.
there's an ear on the table.
There's no more ear on the table because I took it in my pocket.
Master has a jaw in his left hand, a saw in his right,
Ah.
and we're like, how are we gonna make it look like it's a break-in?
It looks like a break-in, it's fine. We just don't want it to lead to the other room.
Yeah.
We're fine, alright? Let's just contain the blood and mess to one side, leave it there for whoever is unlucky enough to find it, and we can move on from there.
I also look around the room for eye stalks,
Eye
Ice
stalks.
stalks.
like the CCTV things from Waterdeep.
Oh,
Oh.
CCTV things.
That's a Zenithal thing. No, there are no
Oh,
eye stalks.
Oh my god.
Bit late for that.
I'm gonna like just bar the door, like from where the guards are, like that door leading to the guards. I'm gonna bar it with stuff. And
Alright,
then
we're lifting the arrow, the head of the ears. Anything else?
Are we lifting the arrow? Yeah.
we
Yeah,
we are
right,
we are.
Is there anything on the noble's body? Like any
nothing,
belongings?
nothing
blah, blah, blah,
besides,
blah, blah?
no, nothing besides clothes.
You should take his rapier with the focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to use it, but you can't leave it here. That's identifying. I mean, it's got your
Yeah.
gang all over
Yeah,
it.
I'll take like I'll take like his armor, like everything lah, everything.
Right.
What did we learn from this?
Okay. You make your exit
Yeah, I
Feeling-
guess.
up along the way. The exit is uneventful, and
I suggest we do the speak with it thing here, unless you can. Like, where are
I
we gonna
can't.
do it?
I can't do it here. I can't do it now.
God. Can the head go in the bag of holding?
no. I'm gonna say no.
Mustard puts it in his backpack.
Oh my god.
You put it in your backpack.
Yeah.
Sure.
Wrap it in a lot of cloth and put it in my backpack.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Ears also in the jaw.
Let's separate them. Let's, let's
Sure. I
holy
will allow
shit.
it. There's a very strong scent of like blood mixed with like the very iron, the irony smell of blood and like raw liver
Hmm.
that's coming from Mustard's backpack. It's very, very obvious as he's walking around.
You can't precipitation it.
I mean, I can
You can.
make the odor, but it's like an hour, so I guess I'll do that like every
Yeah,
time.
maybe before we reach the that guy,
Yeah.
the honey boo boo person,
But
then we
the whole act of like as you walk beside Mustard and you see him like put up, it's very like
It's fucked up.
fuck. It's
Unsettling.
yeah.
welcome to Baldur's Gate.
This is shocking even by your standards, Master. You have not killed people. Your gang doesn't kill. It's not in the line of killing people.
Drug
But like
industry.
we've done a lot of messed up stuff at Waterdeep.
Like,
I mean,
what's the
Not
worst thing we
really,
did?
yeah.
What's the worst thing we did?
Kill a lot of people.
Cultists.
Yeah, 2 people.
Yes, we stabbed them or bludgeoned them. We didn't mutilate their corpse and behead them. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
what?
I mean, there is not really much of a choice. here.
Yeah, I don't
know?
think. Which is why I had that talk, right? And like we come down here, we have to be prepared to.
I
do
mean,
what it
either that
takes.
or we leave Elrond's body there also lah.
no, I'm not asking you to justify your actions. I know what needed to be done.
all right. You make your exit and you eventually do meet up with the fetcher, who is seated at his table. He is cutting. You see, he has a almost like this long dagger in his hand. He's cutting strips of jerky off the huge hunk that he took from the storeroom, and he's about like halfway done with it. On his left, you see there are 4 empty tankards, like not the normal tankard, but his tankards are like 4 times bigger than the usual tankard.
I would
This
like
guy
to
is-
say
that's not
that while we're
human,
walking back, we are prestidigitating any trail of blood that is going
Yes.
to come. Yeah, that's,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
It's like, oh, the adventurers return successful. Did you nail the door?
I would
I
have
will,
mending it, right? Very easy to put it back with mending.
Yes.
Okay, then I don't need to take care of that.
About your tour, how was it?
You can't tell this guy anything?
No, we don't.
I'm just gonna start turning around and like going up.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
I believe we had a deal.
Alright, we're supposed to tell him, right?
I'll just throw up. Just gonna like look back, like, throw the 10 platinum back. Say thank you
He
for
kind
your
of looks
service.
your way and smiles, then says, "The guild will remember." And he smiles.
Uh, Okay, I'm gonna
My
turn
God,
back.
the-
I'm gonna walk up to him and say, "We found the arrow that killed the duke.
Hmm.
That's it. The arrow killed the duke."
Well, you didn't want any souvenirs, you wanted information. We could
Yes.
show it to him, and maybe he could tell us what it is. Who else are we gonna ask about goddamn fell arrow?
We don't know anything about the arrow, and I was planning to take a look at it when we get back. What makes you think he knows anything?
You decide
Does-
how much you want to say.
Like I said, dude, 4 massive tankers. This guy doesn't. You sure he's a guy?
It's up to you. Whatever.
If we don't ask him, who do we ask? You would be able to tell us what it does, or what it does, yeah, pretty much. But you wouldn't be able to tell us who would use such a weapon. If this guy is as well connected as we think he is,
Then go ahead and
Mm.
say it.
what do the rest think? If he
I
decides
mean-
to silence us for the evidence, we could take him.
He is kind of like. I mean,
Yeah,
We were
discussing
told to
this in
come
front of
here.
the guy, right?
Yeah, precisely,
Right.
right? Yeah,
Through
right.
through looks, yeah. Doing
yeah, we're just looking each other.
Wow, we're really good at like reading out looks.
non-verbal.
I'm s- I'm k- I'm standing to the side and I'm going to try to hide behind someone, like hide behind Arion or something. Like so that he can't see me fully. And I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
On?
Guy.
Okay, nothing happens.
Oh.
Damn it. I mean if it was
Illusion.
transmorg or
Yeah.
whatever.
Transmog.
I for the lack of better word, I forgot what it was called. But yeah. Okay.
Fine, we will.
Well, he is not pretending to be someone he's not. That much I can say.
To be honest, we were told to come here, so I think we should get all the information we can.
Yeah, I don't think we can leave without knowing who fired this arrow.
Exactly. If anything, we don't have much of a choice, honestly.
Fine, you get your information. I'll pull out the arrow. This was the weapon that dealt the killing blow. It didn't leave much of the victim behind.
Very interesting.
And why is that?
Never seen something like that before.
I mean, I'm sure flying imps are not a regular occurrence in Baldur's Gate either.
Who fired it?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Nothing much to go off on if I'm just looking at an arrow.
This isn't just some elaborate charade to throw suspicion of the guild, is it? The guild really had nothing to do with this assassination?
Look, if we wanted to kill someone, it wouldn't be in broad daylight, in the middle of the wide, with city watch guards at every corner.
Can I tell if he's lying?
Sure, make me inside check.
Me too.
That's me with assistance then, with advantage.
Does that work like that? I don't think.
Are you gonna help me or are you gonna make an individual check?
I can roll.
I don't think you can
the
help
one.
with
How
an
can you help with an
Alright.
inside
Alright.
check?
Like touch his head or something. Like,
Roll your
It's
own
like
check.
true.
I roll.
Silent truth.
So what's it? You're threatened by someone as brazen enough to do that? Is that?
I'm not. What gives you the impression that I'm threatened by anything?
I don't know.
I am merely looking for information. Kind of shrugs. He says, "Nice arrow. Can't really do much for you. Thanks for sharing, though."
We'll come back to you if we find any more information.
Kind of nonsense.
We'll call it. I don't think that the information was worth 10 plats, so we'll follow up on this.
Be my guest. You know the way out.
All right.
Okay. As you make your way out, Kwawik is passed out near the door.
You want to look into that guy's condition? He said his eyes were cloudy. So this suggests that it's some kind of intoxication or something more
Nah, I think he's
magically
just drunk.
induced.
He
I drink a lot. My eyes don't go cloudy.
Probably also does hard
would
drugs.
I know? Like as someone who does drugs? Like
yeah,
deals with
it
drugs?
looks like drugs.
Oh,
So
all right then.
Can we search his pockets for drugs?
he's wearing a bathrobe.
Oh,
Maybe he just came back from the bathhouse.
gotta go to his what's that prison wallet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Prison pocket.
You gonna do that?
No, I
Alright.
think that's enough things for today.
Sure. And make your way back to the house with
That's
5
it.
stealth checks, please.
Wait, before we do that, can
We still have pass without trace.
We
Within
do?
the
An hour?
Not exact. Yeah, you do have it still.
Do have it still? Okay.
Oh, amazing rolls.
18.
Gotta get into missiles.
Alright. With pass without trace, you manage to make it back to the apartment with no issue.
Thank
We
God.
do have an issue.
Mustard
Where are we
take
gonna
that
do freaking dark magic?
I can't. I have to do it tomorrow, man.
Yeah.
I can't do it. That's what I mean. If I could, I would have done it already there. But I
So
can't.
What do you need?
To prepare the spell.
I need to prep the spell. I didn't prep the spell.
Oh, could we just are we at Berlin?
Yes.
Yes.
Could we just ask her for a room? You know, like don't disturb us. We're gonna try and find out more. And then we tell you
He's
everything later.
asleep.
Oh, then we can do that now.
We cannot do that now.
Why?
Because
She needs to
I
prepare the
need
spell.
to
Yeah,
sleep
yeah, so-
and wake up tomorrow morning and do. Understand?
I thought she could start preparing now. Okay.
Yeah, prepare in sleep.
Spellcaster, can you cast a spell? No, I need to sleep.
But what are the chances she's gonna get good sleep anyways?
No, she needs to.
Hey, I'm fine.
Kalembo does not like this.
Yup.
Oh.
Oh, guys, why are you putting me in such a bad position?
Why you roll a character with moral?
It's not.
Welcome to Alida's life.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can't wait for in real life session where I don't need to be a cleric.
You say that, but I'm the DM.
Alright.
Now
You
wrote
got re-
this elaborate backstory about having family. And I'm like, you know what this means, right? You're telling the DM that you love your sister very much. And you know what this means, right?
She's gonna die.
Yeah, Cam, I need to bug you about the whole character thing later
Okay, not
in
after
the
this.
this week or something.
Okay.
I-
Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that later.
Alright. You rest for the night. Maeve, in your sleep, you feel a strong like a presence in your mind as you sleep, and
How we're not even going to the other shadow anymore.
it's not a dream of any sort. It's like a feeling, like a sense of displeasure almost. And the images just keep replaying in your mind of the elf's head lying on the ground, the jaw of the man that you removed and that was killed. And then you see like brief flashes of like the man's family and children.
It's almost as if you did it.
And then you do hear Kalemvor's voice speak to you deeply. And he says that life was not yours to take. Right the wrong.
Holy shit.
It's over. We angered the wrong person.
Oh my god.
Done, I really need to die. I want to reroll my character.
What do we have to do?
Wow.
Make it up to his family. But we couldn't have risked it. Just couldn't have.
Be better to deal with this problem than, whatever alternative it was.
You do wake up at the end. The four of you sleep well. Maeve doesn't sleep entirely well. You wake up in the morning and tell me what you would like to do.
As an elf, cause after my 4 hours, I would spend the other 4. Well, I would say I still want my long rest, but I would say I did not sleep easy, and
Okay.
I'm gonna spend like my other 4 hours of time like looking at the rapier from the other blade singer and like his other equipment, just thinking like what the fuck is going on, basically. But yeah, I think I guess if I have the rapier with me, I'll eventually cast detect magic on it to see if it's magical.
It's not magical.
Okay, cool.
I will write a letter to Leaf, Ace, and Jenkins.
Okay. You'd like to DM me the contents of the letter?
It's nothing much. It's just to take my mind off things. I'll just tell them that we are a little bit, going to be delayed. They will have to make do without us for a while. But we are well. Baldur's Gate isn't ideal, but hope they are well in Waterdeep.
Alright. Okay.
And I guess, sleeping very little as well. As soon as the day breaks, I will make time to post it and come back before anyone else wakes.
Okay. Morning breaks and the curfew is lifted. You do know. And Anna, as you go out to post a letter, people are handing out the daily edition of the newspaper, and you do see the front
Yeah, I'll
cover
pick one
is
up.
gangs responsible for murder of Duke de la Potter.
Ah, but we know it wasn't, right? Yo, this stinks, man. But yeah, I'll bring back the newspaper.
Mm. So it's a very detailed article on how Lady Van Temper was basically interviewed, and she basically informs the public that they have captured one gang member who is currently in custody and will be executed at the end of the day for the murder of Duke de la Potter.
Any information about the assassination attempt?
Yeah, so basically, it's the usual the arrow or a magical arrow of unknown nature was fired. It caused ravenous creatures to erupt from the Duke's chest and all that, and so on and so forth. Lah. Very brief, like is the person who was writing it obviously had no concept of this, magic
Like
or
all
anything like that.
hearsay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what would the five of you like to do as you gather for the morning?
Well, that's a shame.
Anna, could you pass me the arrow?
Sure.
I'll detect magic on it.
Okay. There are faint traces of magic.
To that, yeah, school of magic.
Yeah, type school magic, right? Yeah.
Mm.
It's like, it would be conjuration magic.
Okay.
Some type of element,
What element?
conjuration magic.
Yes,
Yeah.
conjuration magic. But it's very faint. Yeah.
Hmm.
The magic source.
Maybe already spent.
I guess so.
I think we can set it to Benny. No.
Dude's a fucking demon lord, dude. He's a satanist.
Let's do what we have to do. And we need time to get rid of the evidence anyway.
This city just has non-stop surprises.
I'm gonna throw the piece of the tattoo flesh that I have into the fireplace and burn it up.
There's a very acrid and foul smell as you do so. It's an unnatural burning flesh smell. Doesn't smell pleasant at all because it's human flesh.
Hmm.
And the meat, the flesh has kind of been like rotting almost already. So as you throw it into the fireplace, it's not the most pleasant of odors.
Burning human flesh smells like beef in a frying pan.
What the?
Can you check burning, rotting human flesh?
Oh yeah, that's true. Burning, rotting.
Okay.
I'm pretty
You're
sure
actually
you Google
googling that. You're
Yeah,
actually
you-
googling that.
You might have a knock on your door soon.
No, fat smells like fatty pork.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay, what are we doing?
I don't know if Maeve doesn't feel like she can go through with this, then we shan't.
To dispose of the body bits.
I mean, we gotta find out the answer, right?
We don't have to. We don't have to anything.
I would really like to know.
Yeah, that's just give me 5 questions.
What were you doing in Baldur's Gate?
Were you behind the attack or the assassination?
No, I think you should ask who is behind the assassination.
Who is in you?
Something. How do you
You can
die?
ask if
No,
he's the one that killed.
Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. And the corpse is
Should
given
be
no
a simple
compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you're hostile to or if recognizes you.
So basically, if we ask him how he died, you just say,
I
Oh,
mean,
so
we
yeah,
know
so
how
you
he
already
died,
know,
so it
right?
doesn't matter. So what he was doing here,
who killed you?
who was behind the assassination? I don't know. I feel like the other three are like
Depending on what the
follow-ups.
answers,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
like if he says they're working for, like, I don't think he'll say that, but like he give us a name of like who's behind it. Be like, why? Like,
Wait,
is
so
there any
why
contact
were
in
you in Baldur's Gate is number 1. Number 2 is
who was behind the assassination or the plan to assassinate?
I guess the next logical one is like, how did you get caught?
Yeah, and like
And then we'll leave the rest open.
I think
why
like
were you in Baldur's Gate? How did you get caught?
Why were you in Baldur's Gate? Who's behind the assassination? How did you get caught?
and like, if they have a point of contact or like depending on how they answer or how he answers it.
Nation or Lord? What's his name?
Hmm?
What's his name? Lord. The guy who died. What's his name?
The Duke. The hell's his name?
Duke
I like
Delayed Potter.
Duke.
Dilat, yeah.
Dilat. Yeah.
It's Ventemper, Stelmin, and Dilat. And the fourth one was Ravenguard.
Yeah.
You get caught. So 3 questions for now and then 2 follow-up depending on what he says, right?
The Blade Singers.
So Maeve,
behind
the
this whole time.
nature of this
Okay.
spell, does it have to be you that asks the questions?
No, anybody. But she needs to cast the spell though.
If you are friendly face, so I'm sure he'll recognize you, it probably will be better.
The thing is, I
Are
don't
you
know.
friendly? Yeah. What if he was here to kind of follow you, and then he got caught in the crossfire and just became the patsy?
Okay, then I can ask the question if you want.
As much as I want to be in the room, I think it'd be best if I'm not at the start, just to see. And
Just sit behind it, you know?
Yeah.
Like you don't need
behind the
to
head. Yeah, sure.
Like you can't.
Well,
Can you charm a corpse?
no,
No.
I don't think so.
Ah, my gosh.
I
It's
so
charm person, not charm corpse.
I'm gonna cast Spirit Dead.
Okay. Who's in the room?
All of us lah.
Okay, if you set up the incense and the
Maybe Celestial can be.
I'll be
Out
like
of
out
line.
of sight.
set up
Yeah.
you set up the candle, the incense, and you start burning it, and you begin to utter the incantation for the spell, and the 4 of you see the room get dimmer and dimmer as the lights start to flicker before all the candles go out all at once. And in the shadow, as Maeve is kind of like praying and doing the incantation in front of the head, behind her you see a robed figure. Maeve doesn't see it, but you see the outline of this robed figure emerge from the shadow, and he's holding a scale with us made of skeletal hands, and you can see that the scale is tipped in one direction, not even. And as the white light pours from the head of the pours from the head, the eyes of the head, you see the rogue figure kind of dissipate behind her. Maeve doesn't see this. 4 of you do.
That's so cool.
That is so not cool.
This is the head.
What? This the. Why were you in Baldur's Gate?
Mission.
Very cryptic indeed.
Should we ask what his mission was? Buffer question.
You could leave it to the last. If
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll continue with the other questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's behind the assassination of Duke Potier?
Person who pay.
Wait, is it person who pay?
Yep.
they were hired.
Hired, okay.
So
So-
are we assuming he's the one who did
Yeah,
it?
we're gonna assume he's not.
So then it's not a question of how did he get caught anymore, right?
Yeah, so it's actually him. Do we want to ask if Ilvius knows? Or is he? I mean, that's up to Sylvie. So, do you want to know if he was acting on his own, or I
I
think one of the questions should be like where he get the arrow from.
think that's more important.
Where did you get the red arrow from?
Person who pay.
How do we find this person? I guess that's the one chance we have, right?
You wanna ask the name of the person?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
How can we find this person? I guess, or yeah.
How do we find this person who pays?
Don't know.
And one more question, guys.
You can see that the white light in the eyes is flickering already. Yes. He answers the 4th question.
Should you ask? Should you ask where are the rest? Because they travel in packs, right? Are the rest in the city as well?
If we can't decide, if I would like to have the last question, but this will not be relevant to our current goal. So only if we can't think of anything else to ask.
Worry about this gate's mission.
Would it be a problem? Would it be a problem if
Where
the
you
other
get the
place?
red arrow from? Some pit.
Might be
How
a
do you find
problem
this person?
if we know that the rest are here.
Yeah, I think would it be a problem if the rest of the blade singers are in the city as well?
Why do we care?
What if they're hired to do more? Like not just one of them, but more of them potentially.
Like they are not the problem, right? The problem is whoever's
The person who
The
paid.
hirer.
The
Yeah.
person who pays.
I could ask. I could ask, did the person pay if we Toby or Sol, whatever his name is, to carry out this mission.
What do you hope to find out from that?
Oh.
You know, what
Like-
was Sean gonna ask?
Yeah.
Well, what I didn't want you guys to know. I mean, I would just ask it.
I would,
I mean, you guys
I
would
would
know,
know
but I
anyway.
would just ask it. But I didn't want this to be way like influence you guys' questions.
Okay, then let's go through the rest of the options first.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time, so
Say the longer you take to think, as you kind of like deliberate the last question, you can see the light is
Oh,
flickering in the eyes.
Gotta
I'm gonna put you on a timer here.
I don't think there's anything else to ask about
Silly simple.
the mission or this whole thing.
Person pays because he doesn't know who the person pays.
I think we should just let
Can
Saliso
ask-
have the last
yeah,
question.
can
Okay,
ask-
so the only way I can see it is we find out if he has associates, we find the associates, and then that's our new lead.
We need a new lead off the back of this.
Yeah, so it's like, who are you working with? If he says no one, then we're screwed, and we wasted a question.
Then, if you guys want, just ask something that will help. Cause if you give it to me, it's not gonna be fruitful.
Should we ask?
2 minutes, guys.
Is this a soul? Are the rest of the Blade Singers involved? Should we
Just,
ask?
I think the more open-ended ones, like, who are you
Yes.
working with?
Yes, just ask that. I think that will
Oh,
give you
then
the
he
better
could
answer.
just say friends. You know?
Yeah, that's true also.
Yes or no would be the best, right?
Yeah.
At least we get a solid answer than like
Dave
something big.
answer. Yeah.
Okay,
It's either
then
Okay.
yes, no, or don't know.
Okay, then
so,
let's be specific. Let's,
directly ask about the Blade Singers.
Yes,
then.
directly ask about the rest of the Blade Singers.
Or are the rest of the Blade Singers involved in this mission? Should I say this? Should I say that?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
I will ask that question. Are the rest of the Blade
Okay.
Singers involved in this mission?
There's no silence for a while. And as the light flickers out of his eyes, he opens his mouth. Yes. Before the light fades away. And as the light does fade away, you feel there's this breeze that rushes through the room. And Maeve is finishing the incantation again, but again, the four of you do see the rogue figure behind her, and you see the scale tips further away from the center.
Whoa.
It's basically further to one side.
Holy shit.
And as Maeve finishes the incantation to rest the corpse, the lights in the room start to kind of like come to light again one at a time.
Did we get our answer?
Yeah, I said
You
yes.
say yes.
Okay. Well, the question was, are the other Blade Singers?
Involved.
Oh, okay.
And the answer is yes, which is could be good or bad for us, honestly.
It's good for progressing the mission. It's bad news in
It's bad news for the city because they're fucked.
I think the city was fucked before they even came here.
it's bad news for what it means for us. Because it's getting personal.
Alright. If you don't see anything, you basically will just focus on the spell.
I will pull her aside when the group has dispersed. You want to spend the day at the Tower of Skulls?
Yep.
Alone, or if you need me, I could come with. Yeah, I don't think Kalemvo is very happy with what we've done.
Nope, he said that. Yeah, he's definitely not happy.
Well,
He told me to right this wrong. How? How am I? How? How? I don't. All I have is a jaw, Anna. I can't bury a jaw.
is he asking you to bring him
Well,
back to
I mean,
life?
saying no. Well, no. I don't think so. But it's more like I don't know. But I feel like maybe it's like he that was not the way he was supposed to die, and I should, at the very least give him a proper burial and like put him at peace or something. You know what I mean? But I don't have a body to do that. I have a jaw.
You could find out where the body is buried and put the jaw back in place. Maybe we could do something for the family he's left behind.
I would want to do something for the family. I'm just
Any mention of his name in the newspaper article?
No,
But we could look up person who works at prisons, right?
you could, yes.
It could be a simple matter as keeping an eye on the obituaries,
Mm.
see who comes up.
If you do flip through the, I mean,
yeah, I would do that. I would
Okay.
like
it will not be today though. It'll be probably the next day.
keep an eye out. What are we gonna do with this bloody head that we have?
I want to give it a burial at least.
I can help you with that.
You can bring it back to your master.
No, we know that they are involved.
Yeah, piss on them, man.
We
Whose side are they on?
his master, then we can return the body while we're at it.
So that's is. I mean, I don't know. Is there a proper way? I mean, I'm sure you have, your own funeral rites and things that I'll be happy to help.
They do. I mean, we do. But
Look, we have a strong enemy, and then we have a stronger enemy. I don't know if Ilvios is involved. It's not like we're gonna go up to him and like, who hired you, you know?
Oh, I hate
I
myself.
digress. Either way, we wouldn't need this poor chap's head.
I just don't understand why they would be involved.
Well, they did say their objective constantly changes, right? It's like they just follow their instinct or something like that.
It just sounds like horse shit to me. It just
Yeah.
sounds like they wanted to throw us off their trail, and who's to say
Yeah.
that they weren't responsible for that dead dwarf?
Yeah.
Well, sure, but still. It just doesn't sound like anything I was taught.
He
Like,
went
no,
to the
no matter
dark
what.
How
side.
he treated you was also not like the most. Like, yes, there's the whole like master student dynamic, and maybe tough love should be involved sometimes when trying to teach a lesson. But the way he treated you was not that. It was like a genuine distaste for you as a person.
You don't know that. You weren't there. I wasn't there.
I mean, like the way you felt after. I mean, I could at least see the effects they had on you. Maybe I wasn't there, but like he would, if he claims to care for you and genuinely wants to see you do right in your life, like he would not. Nobody would do something like that.
I think
So
you...
maybe he's also off on his own path and he's been twisted somehow and doing some. Okay, well, I mean, now that they're doing something like this.
No, how he treats me or how he sees others is different from the principles that he taught me.
Yeah, because like why would he take orders from, let's say, this because the way I see it so far, all evidence points to Van Temper, right? We know that Van Temper is not on the same side as the guild. We know that
In the name temper, kidding.
what then?
Thing.
Yeah,
And
Can be
so
off. Can be offend.
sorry.
this
Yeah.
no,
So we know that the attacker was skilled enough with magic and bow that he could clean up that room and also vanish without trace. So it kind of makes sense that he was the one who did the assassination using an arrow that someone who paid him asked him to use. And then the question is, why would a blade singer take orders from someone?
Is
Even
that
someone
thing
as
that they do?
no, it's not right. That's why Saint Lucia so
it's
like,
not.
that's-
It's
They're not mercenaries for hire,
We
right?
are-
exactly yeah.
we above all else, we do things for the betterment of the elvish society or elven kind. I honestly can't see how this relates to that at all.
Mm.
I don't know. It makes no sense to me at all.
Something is wrong for sure. But I guess we can all agree if your master is involved. Maybe didn't specifically say his name, but he was with your master the last time we saw this elf. It's a very high possibility that he is involved. Then, it seems like his principles are changing, or
I
he
can't
doesn't
contact
seem
him.
like someone who will be coerced into doing something like this. Do you know what I mean?
No, he would not.
I think this is a decision that was made. Say, okay, we will accept your money and do this.
Yeah, because
Be
it
it what
advances our
questions
cause.
asked, or what cause would that be? It make no sense.
It's hard to charm an elf, and it's very hard to charm an elf as accomplished as he is in magic.
Hmm.
So I
I-
think they did it of their own volition, right? They agreed to do this.
Yeah.
Well,
just-
we don't know the truth, honestly speaking.
I just want to. I mean, I can get in contact with him, but
For
I
the
just
best
don't know
cause,
if that's a good idea or
I don't
not.
think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
How about we shake up the other three first? The casino shit. If we are really out of leads, there is always the message Ilvios and show our hand,
Message?
like sending a message him.
Oh,
However, yeah. Because we know how to manipulate him, right?
He's
He's strong. He's strong, but he's prideful. And if we are going to come back like, oh, we are sorry, we see the error of your ways, Celestial could play the whole fuck those companions now, let me into your cause, and he'll bite, But I think that we should leave that as this is not a pleasant thing to do, so let's try not to do it until we are out of cards.
Stream also. It's like a risky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I was saying, I don't think we know like the full truth. For all we know, he might be getting blackmailed or something like that.
I'm not sure.
And it could be
Blackmail's a
anywhere in this city.
possibility. Because if you threatened, Elven kind and said that the price of this is a human life, that's an easy choice for him, right?
But
Kill the man.
But he specifically said that they were paid.
Yeah.
That sounds unlikely that they were threatened. Or maybe
Yeah, so maybe it's like a
It was
bunch of
like
gold
The
for.
person paid them like, I want you to assassinate this person. Please use this arrow. And
Yeah.
they said, okay. And they did it.
So do you all agree that it's probably not a matter of who's behind this, because we are pretty sure who's behind this. It's a matter of why and what's going on.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you think that Berlin's domain is just playing us for fools, but I don't think so. I really don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
The woman was shaking this. I mean, yesterday morning, right? She clearly didn't expect two of the dukes to get clapped, and really, it doesn't look good for her.
Exactly.
So who else could it be? From what we've seen of the guild, it's not them either. We've had a run-in with Benny, and Benny was quite very strongly in denial about being involved and insisting that they just want to make a profit, they wouldn't get involved.
But they seem
And then
awfully interested in information.
Yeah, and you wouldn't bother to like pay us for info if they were behind it, right?
Clear. I mean,
Yeah.
it's probably nothing to them,
But still,
5,000.
yeah. And he seemed pretty upset when Celeste was trying to storm off.
They probably wouldn't be happy that they are pinning this on the gangs.
Yeah. So I don't think it's them either, which just
I
leaves.
feel like we should get into the gang's good graces. I feel like this is the way forward. Because
That's
if
what-
they don't have anything to do with it, we need all the help that we can get.
I know, right?
need
That's what I said when
the
we first.
resources.
That's what I said when we first touched down. Like we should get into the guild's good books, but we, with caution. I don't think that they are all like criminals,
They've
right?
band together.
Yeah,
for
why
a
would they
reason.
do that?
There is a reason why.
We might
Maybe
not like
the
that
reason is because, yeah, true. But maybe the reason they feel is like, okay, this stupid lady is like not helping like the city. Like they are finding a way to overthrow her somehow. Maybe, right? Which is why we need to combine forces. It's like a gigantic coup, like a
Yeah, I like
long
to-
game. Like
I like to
coup.
think that also. I like to think that also.
maybe, and she knows it, which is why she's blaming
Pinning it on the gangs, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I just know
But-
I need to go to the Tower Skulls. So
Yeah, you should.
Could I tag along?
sure, yes, please come.
I
I'd
guess
like
I'm staying
the-
behind.
Yeah, I'd like to take the day to myself, I think.
Yeah, just do. I got it.
Right. The streets are filled with people. It's the curfew as the curfew has been lifted, but as you walk around, there's this unease about the upper city. There are kind of like garrisons set up in between the major streets, where the guards kind of like are inspecting and searching people who appear to be carrying like a lot of equipment or a lot of barang basically, and then they are searching them, making sure that they are not armed with anything they shouldn't be armed with.
We haven't talked about how to dispose of the stuff.
I was hoping to. I was gonna ask like the Tower of Skulls offer burial services.
Yeah.
Seems very Tower of Scully.
We'll go there then.
It takes a while, like a much longer time than usual to get there because of all the checks, the security checks in the way, but you do eventually make your way to the Tower of Skulls. Is Aaron and Mustard going? If not, what are the two of you doing?
I'm gonna do my gun thing.
Okay, make
I'm
me an
staying
intelligence check.
behind because
Please. Keep an eye on
Barely.
the lake.
yes, I'm
And
staying behind.
while you're doing whatever you're doing, also.
Can I get Aaron to help me if he's not doing anything?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, I can help you out.
Alright, I give you this thing and it's like we look at this.
Hello.
All right, I look at it together with Master.
Okay, both make me intelligence checks, please.
This is
Oh god,
literally
this is
the
not
last
gonna end well, dude.
looking at this thing.
Oh my. Oh.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
the
Okay.
both
can.
of you, after reading it, are very convinced that it is an appliance that is used for cooking.
Okay, nice.
Right.
Can we?
100% convinced now, after reading it multiple times over the course of the morning, that this appliance or this device is definitely made to cook. Like
Can
you
we
use it to
three
cook
roll
something.
intelligence checks just for fun?
Huh?
To see if we were to have rolled intelligence checks, what would they have been if we were helping Mustard? Can we just do it? Can we just say? Oh shit! It's cooking. Oh.
Well,
Yes.
Most
Oh,
definitely not cooking.
So Mustard, you are certain after reading the first page. You are it's like a couple of pages long, but the first page you're 100% sure that okay, this whole like multiple page document is definitely for me to make something that is used for cooking.
Okay.
Yes. Alright. If you make your way over to the Tower of Skulls, Father welcomes you back. He says, "You seem distressed."
Mistakes were made.
He takes in a breath, like a deep breath, and then he says, "We do not judge those who pass through our doors."
Maeve just starts crying.
He kind of like gives you like a soft hug, and he's like, "Is there anything we can do for you today?"
Oh. I mean, I gesture to Celestial like we burial rites, I guess.
Oh,
One of his kin, and I'll take the jaw.
he kind of looks at the jaw, and then he as he sees you pick it up, he kind of like utters a prayer. He goes down to his knees.
And this is a wrong that I must right. I do not quite know how, but I'm gonna try my very best.
He's on his knees, and you can see that he's praying very fervently.
We will follow suit.
He says, "This is something. This is not what you would have wanted."
I know.
"I do not know how we can help. Where is the rest of the body?"
I don't know for now, but I'm going to do my best to find out.
How did he die?
Unjustly.
Yeah.
it was
He was not meant to die.
a mistake.
He kind of like pauses for a moment. He says, before he says, if you must make this right, you must confess your sin to his family."
Then it's on me.
You
No, it's not on you. It's on all of us.
It's on all of us.
you must make his body whole. I feel that is the only way.
Yeah.
Anyone he will be passing, his soul would pass into Kalimvor's realm, and he would not be able to speak. soul without a voice. I can only imagine.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I will do my best to right this wrong. I'm sorry.
He kind of places his hand on your shoulder and says, "We will help you in any way we can.
Okay.
We all make mistakes in the path. The most important thing is we honor those who we lose. Find a way to correct what we have done wrongly."
Ah. I mean, I'm a terrible person, right? So that's like I mean,
No,
I should have stopped it. I should have done something. It was, I.
if anything, it was my slip up that caused it to happen.
No,
And
I.
if you're talking about stopping, any one of us are equally to blame for that.
Yeah,
We-
but I shouldn't have known better. I
I
should.
wasn't there.
Yes, minus Anna. Anna's the best. He's but your god may blame you solely for this, but
He
as
should. He should. Like he totally should. I mean, I should know better out of all of you, if anything.
Well, I don't know if it's super fair
it's
to
not.
be all
It's-
about the scales on us when people are orchestrating murder and suffering. Like, you know, it's okay for the human existence to be miserable, just because it's not the infinite or eternity or the afterlife. You know, life doesn't matter. Let's have them all suffer, and the people who are behind this suffering goes unpunished. But you who killed someone, yeah, fuck you.
That is not. They will get punished. People who have done wrong in this life will get punished. It might not be at the time that we feel is right. Maybe they can live till they're old and they die. But at the end of the day, they will get punished for whatever they have done. If they have done any wrong. It is not our place
Yeah.
to pass the judgment in
And
this.
Father will chime in and say, as their souls pass through the realm of Kalimvor, they will be claimed by the nine hells, those who deserve the judgment, and they will burn in the fires of the river Styx for all they have done in this life. But it's not us to pass the judgment.
I mean, I'm not trying to worm a way out of this. We messed up on the plan, and this has happened, and we will try to make this right. But we know what we signed up for. This is the first of many to come.
Nobody
That's
wanted
very
this to happen. And
Yeah,
it
but we agreed, right? So
yeah, it doesn't excuse what has happened, and
of course not.
like Maeve said, not only her but we will try our best to right this.
Of course. But you know, I just want to point out, like, this is exactly what we talked about before we left on the mission. We said that there's something a lot more at stake here, and you can't let this leave you in a place where you can't fight anymore. You don't want to do things anymore. You know, if we are gonna be judged harshly and end up in the river Styx, then that's our fate, right? We can't let all these people, these tyrants, get away with whatever the hell they're doing. This is like Waterdeep all over again.
I would say back to the father, like, I'm sure you heard about what happened yesterday.
Such news travels quickly. Yes. We pray for his soul.
This is. They were imps, father. They're from hell.
Yes. It was sacrilegious the way he passed. No one should have to die like that.
Do you have any idea how this is even possible?
He kind of shakes his head and says, I keep to myself, we keep to ourselves. We try our best not to meddle with such affairs. It's beyond us. We merely do our part to honor his name.
Okay, well, let's bury your.
Yeah.
friend.
Okay, this burial will be the last thing for today's session.
Oh
Where
no,
we
I'm sorry.
Where would you like to bury the head? Salvatore?
Is there like just a graveyard area like at the back of the temple or something?
So there is no graveyard area, so they prepare the corpses here, and then later on the families will come and take them and move them to the graveyard. So it's
Oh,
not an actual graveyard. It's on the
Okay.
dock.
oh well.
The graveyards are all in the outer city.
Okay. At the outer city,
We can prepare and then.
lug the head around until we leave. No. I'll ask the father. Would you know of any place that has a nice view that overlooks the ocean?
Sea Tower, but that's where the Flaming Fist operate from.
Ooh. Do you guys do cremation?
We don't usually do that. We believe that the corpse has to be whole as it passes on. The soul has to be intact.
I see. Does cremation like
It goes against what we believe, as it
I see. Oh, then that
defaces the body.
then I will not ask that of you. I'm not too familiar, but I guess if you could do what you can with whatever I have of him.
You're gonna take out the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
At this point, you can see Father goes like a bit dizzy, faintish as the moment he sees that.
no ears. He has not lived a easy life.
As he goes faintish, you can see one of the sisters comes along and grabs him, make sure he doesn't collapse.
I mean, I will grab onto him too. I'm
Yeah,
right there.
I
okay,
look
yeah.
at Anna's like
Life, guys.
He starts to cry and mutters a prayer.
oh god.
I hate my life. I hate my life. I should just quit, guys. Like, I'm just going back. You can find me at the tower for the rest of my days. Like, I'm not gonna.
Forces of hell are at play here.
Where's the rest of the body?
What the? Is he really saying that?
Yeah.
It
The
is
government had it mutilated, disfigured to make it non-identifiable.
This was all we could take with us.
I'll spare you the details of. Yeah.
Do you know his name?
I do not.
If the rest of his body is not able to be retrieved, we can build a wooden body for him. It's the least we can do, and we can bury that.
Okay, so out of character. I need to ask you about your universe. Like, are we following the Elven as written?
What do you mean Elven is written?
That the souls go to. Like, it's not. They don't have the same afterlife as humans, and they are reborn after a period in.
All in my
Because then,
so is in this universe, all souls go through the realm of Kalimvor. All souls.
right? So,
Yeah.
but then the Elven
Great.
custom.
Yeah, I know.
Would it matter here? Or, like, do we want to observe the Elven kind custom, or do we want to bury him in accordance
Remind
with,
me,
like?
remind me the
Kalimvor's?
custom again.
I don't think they are too beat up about death, right? I can go and look up.
I
I
can't remember.
believe so, but there is a tradition for blade singers. Celestial wouldn't
'Cause-
know. Celestial was too young.
But yeah, but Ilvius did bury
yes,
the other
yes.
guy, so
Yeah.
do we want
So
to follow that, or
it's,
do we...
it's less of a elven thing and more of a blade singer thing. That
Yep.
Yeah. So the main thing I'm saying here is, like, if all these blade singers are super hard up about their culture, do we want to follow that culture instead of whatever they are doing here with a wooden body and all that?
I mean, I don't feel like the wooden body would interfere with whatever the blade singers do.
I mean, it's your call. Just pointing it out.
If anything, if that helps them, like if they think it helps with the passing of the soul, then I would advocate it, and then I'll do the blade singer thing on top of that.
Sure.
right. So father does say we will prepare the body, and perhaps you should leave the head with us, and we'll see what we can do.
Of course. I'm terribly sorry about what we've brought with us.
It's okay. Fine. We do not judge those who walk through our doors. Only one may judge, and he waits beyond the door of death.
And he wants you, Maeve. He wants you to right what's wrong.
If not, you better not die.
You walk in with Master kills the guy, the god's like, right what's wrong.
Okay.
Alright, we'll end today's session there.
I hate it. Oh.
Oh
Very
my god.
hard-hitting session, but I think it was good.
Just cut your finger off, put it at a tree.
Oh my god.
He's happy already.
Stop it. It's you near, so irritating.
I'm just waiting for the campaign.
Why did I
Oh, wow.
choose cleric? Why?
I'm just waiting for the. I'm just waiting for the campaign where one of the PCs become a lich and becomes the next campaign's villain. Maybe it's this one.
Come back, a horn master. Be like, oh, you son of a bitch.
You gotta stuff your phylactery in your prison wallet.
Just out of character, that in case you're wondering, Maeve is allowed to take lives and kill people.
Just not like
Completely.
unjustly. Yeah.
It's completely fine. It's Kalimvor has as grave clerics, they are allowed to take the essence of people who basically like he allows the clerics to pass judgment on who lives and who dies. But in the case of someone who obviously does not deserve to pass yet, and you exercise your judgment on that, then that is a big no.
Yeah,
I'm not
Makes
sure
sense.
if you
But
guys
Maeve's not the one who
caught
did
that.
it, right?
I'm now a grave cleric.
very cool.
Just
I caught that. That was cool.
FYI.
Darren. So it's also still not okay because Maeve is there lah.
Yeah.
This is expected to.
Cause
be
I
expected.
didn't-
Yeah.
I didn't do anything to stop.
Yeah,
and
she
I'm
didn't even
just
do anything
deaf.
to stop it. Yeah.
I was super surprised that no one said anything. I just like.
I sure I was like, what?
You know, that wasn't the first time. Someone else muttered someone's name also.
What?
We should just use code names, Mr. E, Mr. S, uh,
Fuck.
Mr. S. Would you like to kill him, Mr. S? Oh, please do not cut his jaw off, Mr. M.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I-
god.
I
It's a
should
good
have.
session, guys. Good session.
That was my bad.
Oh my god.
We totally could have dragged this body out.
We could have.
Really?
Out across the street with martial law imposed.
Well, that's what 10 extra stealth points.
Let's not
Anyway.
abuse pass without trace. It's a borderline like gimpy spell. We should just not be like, oh, pass without trace. You can take like a body and 2 horse carts full of weed or something. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay.
I mean,
Within reason now. Within reason.
I
Yeah.
don't think a body is that unbelievable.
If we could have taken a body, then we would have taken the else body.
No,
I mean, you
I
can
wouldn't
chop it
have.
up and put it into bag of holding. But I think that would be a different
I
problem.
tell you, his alignment need to change.
Yeah.
Oh,
what
What
the
are you
fuck is your-
supposed to be?
I'm sure he put
Fuck is your
neutral. I'm
alignment?
gonna bet or not. I'm
chaotic
gonna bet
neutral.
that he
He's-
put
he-
neutral.
He's chaotic neutral.
Well, welcome to chaotic.
I can see that being CN, lah, to be fair.
It's so off already left for CN.
Yeah, it's like a bit too
It's-
self-serving. It's like
Bordering
chaotic
on
evil.
Yeah,
So
bordering
why
on
is it
chaotic evil
self-serving?
already.
It's like it's we already agreed on this. Go
No,
in
you-
agreed to do this, and then
Yeah,
mess
but
up,
so
and then now like the whole thing's compromised. So like I know none of you are gonna want to shag him before he freaks out and calls more guards in. So I got
That's
to do
true.
it first what?
But it wasn't like he was in a position to do anything. It was what, 4 of us. He was gagged and blindfolded. Like
but he would have told. He would
Yeah.
have tattled, right? He
And
wouldn't be
even
like,
even if he tried his best not to, they could just interrogate the shit out of him. Like you know what the Vanderpool could do.
I know. That's why.
I would say that Mustard did play in character.
Yeah, lah,
Yeah,
I mean,
I was gonna say like even if I were there, I don't know if I would have been the one to stop him. But I was very shocked that no one else did. You know? I wouldn't have. I already had a talk with you guys. I know that once we go in that prison, we're gonna have to kill innocent people. There's no two ways about this, right?
we didn't have to, but I fucked up.
It went
Oh, yeah.
as well as it could
As
have
it could
gone.
have
It was
been.
very realistic. I would say that it was a very realistic outcome.
Because I
Yeah,
was
but
standing
I
there,
would
I was
imagine that-
thinking, I was going through everything. I was like, he shouldn't die. I know he shouldn't die. But then he knows Orion's name now.
Yeah.
Then what do we do?
It's blown.
Oh,
right?
I can't, unless there's a white memory spell that someone has. Then
There's
by
a
all
hammer
of-
means,
Hammer of
Not
memory
modified
one.
memory.
yeah,
it's
but
out
like
of reach, yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, out of reach.
So that is the only. It was the only way. I couldn't.
I would honestly think that we did him a mercy because the moment he got implicated with us, it's torture time. It's losing a hand until you speak, and you lose a hand anyway, you know. But when I went into the breaking the prison, right, I already knew it's not going to be like Mert's operation. When Mert's a spy master, is very careful. He's got like disguises, and he knows that, you know, what we are there to do. This lady is just like, oh, we can get you in via a gang, and in my mind, the only way that we could have come out of that building is with like a room with half a dozen dead guards. I'm very happy that we didn't have to murder guards, but like I said, like we could have just avoided this, but it still happened. Is it the worst outcome? It's not. Is it the best outcome? It's not. We'll try to make it right, but that's the point of me raising it before we started on this prison break. It's like, are you all prepared to kill guards? No, we try to avoid it, but it's going to happen, right?
I'm gonna say we're gonna need like balaclavas or something next time we pull this shit off. Go make some.
It was, yeah, the vision thing was alright. It's just a mess up.
Okay, good
It's
stuff,
okay
guys.
even if he sees us because we're in control, but if it's
We
like
can
someone
we
sees us-
can talk about this on Friday. Oh wait, when's session 0? Can we fix it?
Huh? We are still going to have session 0.
We
You know
need
what?
to.
Just
Should.
walk up with character on that day.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to have at the very least make sure that everybody has wrote their characters properly.
It's
I
like,
have.
everybody roll druid. Then
Hey,
What time
bro,
we
I
meeting,
already said it.
Why did we all
Druid
just
to the
roll
party.
through it?
I mean, I think the most borderline is that at least have a talk with Cam to see how it fits if there's no
Yeah,
conflict.
I would.
Yo,
Y'all want to have a call?
Have I already spoken with you? Is that
No.
considered?
Yeah. That's considered, but we still need to like finalize, and we need to talk to. It's not about me anymore. It's about you all need to talk to each other.
wait,
You
it's
need to
next
talk
I think we
Friday,
can-
right?
I thought it's a surprise. He's like, okay, this is my
Did anybody
character.
pick monk? Did anybody pick monk? Did anybody pick monk?
I'm a druid.
Guys, what time is it next Friday?
7 p.m.
Okay.
Do you want to? Where will you be?
Me?
No. Isaac. Is that weird? Correct.
It sucks.
Isaac.
I'm going to introduce you to my parents
Sunny,
as
Sunny,
Sunny
where will you be?
Bonito.
Sunny, the perfect legend.
No,
This is
where
my-
will you? Where will you be?
Where will I be?
IO.
I
在家
think I'll just go. Like,
But will you be home?
Are you
I'll
buying
probably-
drink?
Going
buy
from
the-
home?
You buy
can
the
we bring
I'm
buy the
probably
drink
not.
for me?
Oh,
May or may not go.
can
so
bring the
I'm not
Red
sure
Dragon
yet.
Crush.
No. So alcohol is open container laws. You either drink it out of a brown bag or you save it for the after party in my room.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, no drink.
But can bring lah.
You
Can
want?
I
Yeah, you bring
bring
lah.
Can
lemonade?
bring, but in the bag holding.
Yes.
Bag of holding.
Oh,
Just
so,
save it
if,
for after
if,
the game lah.
if you're going from home, then
Yeah.
I can pick you up and then we can go together.
What? You got car?
No.
Okay, you know what? It's fine. Just don't leave it at my house. So you
Yeah lah,
finish
yeah
or
lah,
you
of
bring
course.
back what you drink.
I was thinking like go and rebottle into like Sprite or something.
Yeah, it's fine. You can just bring the bottle.